something that if I tell everyone how I made this money, that it's going to affect me in any sort of way.
AMD, if we get a quick little pop above $12, I'm thinking about maybe a quick little short over on AMD. Finger on the trigger to lock in profits when it starts moving back on up. Here we go. Nice job. Let's take it. $979 in profit. Look at this spike, baby. Taking some gains right off the top right here. 124,000.
You just got to know what you're doing.
200.
Every single person can be successful.
Dollars in profit.
There's no reason for you not to become a full-time day
now
trader.
Now we're currently up $2,100. Let's just keep it going even more. I want every single person. Now we're up $2,500. Now we're going up to $117.40.
It's not like it's a competition. It's if I tell you how I was able to do this, go out, make that money, make a killing, and let's all absolutely crush it together.
Let's go, baby! Let's see this thing keep unfolding even farther here. We're up $1,100 within the first 5 minutes of the day. I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. Lock in. Lock in, everyone. Lock in. It's time to get locked in, baby. We got ourselves a brand new start, a brand new day. 7:58 in the market. Live for the world to see. Coming at you from, again, the Mile High City. The city of brotherly love. The Motor City. The city of bridges, baby. Pennsylvania. Let's get ready to go. The Big Apple. We have right now at this time here, traders, just a little heads on up for every single person at this moment. It is currently 7:59 a.m. and we are getting ourselves ready to rock and roll. So let's get prepared right here and right now, traders. Turn off the music here for a second and let's see what we have. Because in the next 30 seconds, we are going to have the next press release wave. Now, why do stocks go on big time rips and runs? Like XPON went from $1 all the way up to $3.50 because it had an earnings report. SNOA had an earnings report, went from $2 all the way up to $8. In the next 10 seconds, we could potentially see something big. So what I want everyone to do, keep your eyes right here. Keep your eyes right here over on the news scanner. In the next few moments, we are going to see news come on out. Now, as this news comes on out, we could possibly be getting ready for a great entry to jump in and see a stock go on a big-time spike, rip, and run. It is currently 7:59. It's now 8 o'clock. Let's see what we get. Let's see what news comes on out. I have it set from 0 to 20 million in float, so I only get low float stocks. 0, 20 million in float. All I want is low float plays that could possibly, again, lead towards big-time rips and runs and spikes and climbs. So, guys, I know every single person is excited, fired on up, and we want to see what we get. We do have the word potential, potentially demonstrating. OBIO. Let me turn on, again, the voice alerts as well so you guys could hear that. Let's see here, team. OBIO has publications for potential. Nope, not really anything too big right here. Earnings report, earnings report. We have a partnership with DUOT. DUOT partnership, not too much I'm seeing right there. We do have record profits over on REN, but REN doesn't seem like it's really moving too much. But we do have record profits. Whenever we see record profits, you know, that is something that could be able to bring in some hype and momentum. So, I mean, it just kind of comes on down to, you know, we have a lot of earnings reports right now. Is anything going to catch fire and rip and run? A lot of the times, you know, right now, we are having earnings reports, but at the same time, they're low float stocks, so they could possibly go on very big rips. So we are still waiting for that kind of big spiker, that big popper, that big climber here. We had, again, SNOA so far, and there still might be a chance that SNOA is going to work itself back on up. But at this moment here, traders, it's kind of just moving sideways. We want to see if we're going to get one more attempted spike, maybe back up towards like 760 or so, before a little bit of reversal right back down. As of now, nothing really spiking too big at this moment. VIK, no. APO, no. TRNR, anything going on here? TRNR comes out with, again, an earnings report. Nothing big, but it does say it increases its revenue. Bringing in a little bit of hype. Right now, it is earnings season. Earnings season is going to be a time that, again, a time that companies are going to be putting out their report card. How did they do over the last 3 months? So we're not seeing as many positive endpoints. We're not seeing as many phase 3, trials. We're not seeing as many partnerships. We're kind of seeing more of company financials, which is absolutely fine. It just usually doesn't go on anything crazy. Crazy is when we see like 300, 400, 500% spikes. Crazy is when we take a look at like BSLK. BSLK yesterday, guys, if you guys were not checking out this play, this stock went from $3, spiked up to $17. It's now back down towards $8. So again, we want to see, is there going to be another crazy play? Now, the thing is, team, I'm going to be honest with you. Over the last few days, we have seen, again, 1 or 2 big-time breakouts, if that's been BSLK yesterday or if that's been SNOA today. Now, really quickly here, traders, I just want to see if anything else came big. No, nothing again right now. But what we are seeing is we are seeing earnings reports lead towards big spikes, but it's usually on whatever is the lowest float play of the day. So, traders, when we check this on out, take a look at what I mean here. SNOA, 1 million in float. XPON, 3 million in float. These are the ones that have the best chance of going on big spikes. So you can actually see it perfectly. Fox Runner said it perfectly here earlier this morning. Let me scroll on down and we can get a good idea of what's actually happening. It says BSLK spikes over 556% on Wednesday. Let me just give you guys a little bit of a visual of what happened here. BSLK yesterday went all the way from, again, $3 and spiked up to $17. Obviously, we want to know why. We want to figure out what is happening here. If I study BSLK now and learn, again, its characteristics, learn what made this recipe turn into this massive spike, I could be able to find the recipe. I could be able to study the characteristics for the future. So what was that? So it says BSLK took the retail traders by storm as what seemed to be a slower morning turned into a massive moving day. The big question investors are asking themselves, why did this happen? So we could see this 556% gain yesterday over on BSLK, something that we talked about throughout the entire morning. So if you guys were here yesterday, if you guys follow me on social media, if you guys are just anywhere where you guys can hear my voice, you guys knew about BSLK. We were talking about BSLK since the very beginning of yesterday, right? BSLK also over on Fox Runner was one of their top plays to be focused on yesterday. So again, yesterday, if you even, had Fox Runner and you guys are just staring at this in any way, BSLK, 200% gain, 1.39 million float, stock 875 target. That's when the stock was at 677. It ran all the way on up towards what? $15, right? You can even scroll on back over here where, BSLK, Wednesday's watch list. This was at the time of 8:56 in the morning. BSLK was one of the top plays to be watching. So again, a lot of times if you guys are with me, if you guys just have good scanners and good equipment, you guys are going to know everything that you guys should be focusing on. You guys are going to know, what is going to be the best plays every single day. But what we have right here, getting back to this, is why did BSLK go on a spike? Sure, it did have a credible earnings report behind it. But what's the real reason on why these plays are going on big rips and runs? Well, traders, there's 2 reasons. Number one, it's going to be because they have low floats. We saw BSLK had 1.39 million in float. Well, traders, simply enough, the float is just the shares offered to the public. When you have a very low supply of shares, a low supply, and you have a high demand, that leads to a massive increase in price. So anything that is under 10 million in float is considered low float. When you have 1 million in float, it's very low float. And when now, again, what we also are seeing is we're seeing a massive amount of buying volume move into this play. So you know what's crazy is that yesterday, an average day on BSLK is 2 million shares traded. Out of, again, the 1.39, that 1.39 million shares are traded about 2 million times. Yesterday, they were traded over 100 times that. It was 262 million. So basically what we have here is what was one of the main reasons on why BSLK went on such a big spike. Well, number one, it did have a good credible press release. It did have an earnings report, but that really wasn't the factor. What was the factor is it was a low float play. So we had a reason for people to buy on a low float stock. Now, what was the other reason? The other reason that we could take a look at over on BSLK is the second reason is because there was a lack of other options. We know that August trading has been slow. So the thing is, traders, when there is a spiker, it grabs everyone's attention. Imagine this, guys. Imagine if there were 100 traders in the stock market and all of them are eager to invest. Once we see that BSLK is up 100%, every single person goes to that. And everyone says, I don't care about anything else. I want BSLK. So when you have a stock that does have some sort of reason, even though it's only an earnings report, and you have a stock that has a very low float that's very appealing to investors, and now it caught a little bit of fire and it's up 100%, this is obviously going to be where every single trader continues to look at and where every single trader continues to focus on. So the thing is, BSLK here, that's the play that caught fire. Now, again, we could take a look at like today. Today, what was the play that caught fire? SNOA. Guys, SNOA. This didn't have a an earnings report. What this says is SNOA does come out with launches a diaper rash product in Walmart and the US. Now, ladies and gentlemen, is this the biggest press release in the world? Sure, I'm not going to say probably, again, diaper rash products are too high in demand, but I will say they are getting their product into Walmart. When you get your product into Walmart, guess what happens? That's a great outlet. If you had any product whatsoever and you stick it in Walmart, hundreds, millions of people go to, again, Walmart. So the thing is, you're going to get more exposure, which means you have the possibility of having your sales go on up. Hundreds and millions of people go to Walmart every single year. Well, if your product is in Walmart and it's in an aisle, someone can grab it and that can lead towards more sales for you. So again, it is good to see that when we take a look over on, let's say, SNOA here, SNOA, guess what? It's 1 million in float. SNOA, guess what happens? Again, people are excited that their product's in Walmart. So the play is going on this very nice spike, rip, and run. Now, traders, let's also be honest with each other. We have to, again, go into this. And I think one of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of new traders make is they say, hey, Dek, SNOA is up, let's say, 200%. Hey, it has its products in Walmart. I'm going to hold this for the next year. Guys, anything that's a low float, you never want to hold more than like 4 days at most. Most of the time, they go on quick spikes and comes right back on down. If you are going to trade low float stocks that you're looking for the best stock of the day, guess what? You are going to be looking for what? Very big spike, very big dump. You can make money by getting in on it first, or you can make money by getting in on it after it tops on out and look to short it back on down. The thing is, again, when you have a low float play, you are looking for stocks that are going to have very quick momentum and then come crashing right back on down. That is the idea. That is the focus. That is what you guys need to be aware of. All these plays, if it's SNOA, goes on a big time spike, comes crashing on down. If it's BSLK right here, goes on a big time spike, comes crashing on down. You make money on the upside, or again, you short it and you make money on the downside. That's really your personal preference. That's what you want to look at. That's what you guys want to be on top of. So again, every single day, that's what we want to be our main focus. Now, XPON, starting to get some buying volume right now. Take a look, guys. XPON, starting to steal the show a little bit. Now, XPON came out with news earlier this morning here. XPON, the number one top gainer this morning from its earnings report. Now, again, was the earnings report anything good? Not really, to be. I mean, we did have this. It says records 2 of the most successful months in the company history. Now, that's cool. 2 of the most successful months in the company's history. That's great. But traders, what I posted over here, as you guys could see as well, is what? Is that their negative points. Is that the company totaled only, again, $700,000 as of June. Now, obviously, again, that doesn't seem like that much money. I mean, when we're talking about these stocks that are on the stock market and these companies, and we're thinking about how, again, multi-million dollars, they're not even making $1 million as revenue. So the thing is, you know, is this a play that's going to be a great long-term investment? To be frank with you, the answer is no. 99% of the time, or what's most likely going to be happening on this play, it's going to have fire, it's getting some hype, it could go on a little bit of rip and run, but then obviously it could easily come crashing back on down. And you just need to be aware of that. You just need to be saying to yourself, all right, hey, this play definitely has potential to be able to dump on me. So how high can XPON go? That's what we want to be able to figure out. Where is there going to be trouble from past chart history pattern? Right now, we are currently sitting at the price of $337. So I want to ask myself, where is this stock going to most likely turn? Where could it fade and fall? Where's there the major trouble? I see major trouble, old upper shadow right here. Would you guys agree? I see old upper shadow right here, old upper shadow right here, old lower shadow right here. I'm going to start with this dot right now. I would say if we get on up towards around 430, about another dollar climb from here, that would be the best area that I would be noticing. Now, why is that? Old upper shadow, upper shadow, upper shadow, upper shadow, upper shadow. I think 430 or anywhere at least above $4 would be a great starting area to go ahead and say, hey, I think that we could start seeing a reversal here. Hey, I think that we could start seeing some weakness here. Hey, I think that we could start seeing a drop here pretty soon. So again, XPON, we'll see if this one can keep on going. 430 would be a great mark. Well, Deck, do you think SNOA is going to continue to continuously fade and fall and drop? Let's add the VWAP indicator. Let's see where we can take a look at this. VWAP indicator, we are getting a little bit of a bounce play off that 611 mark. What would be a great target for shorts today? All the way back on down towards around $5. You start coming back on down towards around $5, that's going to be a great target for the majority of traders that are looking for possible shorts. Deck, what if I want to go ahead and look for an entry on a short? We know, again, the stock has been turning and fading and falling. Most likely, we are going to want to connect the dots and look for where can we start having some trouble. Probably the best area to start having some trouble is going to be somewhere up near around that $7 region. You could see upper shadow, upper shadow, upper shadow. Connect the dots right here. If you connect the dots, you are getting a little bit of a downtrend, and as you guys have this downtrend, that's where a lot of weakness can happen. So I definitely want to see SNOA, maybe a little bit of a spike its way back on up towards around that like $6.85, $7 mark. Wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't even be, I like the idea of maybe even putting some entries in those areas. 688, 200 shares on the short side. Do I not have any shares over on wrong play. SNOA. Just again, I always like doing small entries, at least so I have like some sort of entry, right? Some sort of price. 688, I would like that. 690, I would like that, right? Going up to 699, I would like that. You pop on up towards around 708, give myself a chance. So I like doing smaller entries sometimes, and at least just starting a position to see, all right, hey, let's see if this thing is going to be able to get us filled. We can turn and drop and start getting some weakness and then start going from there. So I am going to just, put in some entries over on SNOA in case it does start getting any sort of, pop back on up, and I can try to surround this like purple downtrend. Try to surround this purple downtrend to be able to make some money just in case SNOA gets a little pop, starts fading itself back on down. Obviously, again, the best way to be able to trade is if you're shorting, we are looking to short at resistance. Short where there's trouble, because there's a great chance that we could be able to turn and fade and fall, right? That's what we want. That's what we always want to see. Now, right now, XPON still trying to get a little climb. We could go up about another $1. ARIT, IVP right here. Nothing else that we're missing at this moment. Nothing else that's spiking. Now, traders, what do you guys know? What is the name of this live stream? And before I even go over this here, guys, can everyone do me a solid real quick? Everyone smash that thumbs on up over on YouTube. Take 2 seconds. It takes literally 2 seconds. Don't sit there and say, nah, I'm not going to do it. No, you do it. You do it for me right here. I'm going to hunt you down. I'm going to find you, okay? Right now, guys, I'm going to turn on the reverse IP tracker and look at anyone who does not have, again, their thumbs on up. Okay, here, first person, just so you know I'm not bluffing. We have Ricardo Ramirez living on 385 Cherry Lane, Minnesota, Minnetonka. You have not hit the thumbs up yet. If you do not, I will again show up at your house and I will throw eggs at it. Okay, little heads on up. Now, hit that thumbs up if you guys haven't. Now, let's talk about today. Let's talk about what we're seeing at this moment. It says on this YouTube title, right? The stock market crash is coming. Now, we have talked about this many times. What do I believe is right around the corner? Now, when I say crash, please understand, I'm talking about a natural, healthy pullback. You guys have seen this many times, but I will go over it again one more time for you.
Phase.
We know, hold on one second. I just heard the word phase. Phase trials just came on out. Is that SMID? I think that, phase right here. Came out with second quarter results talking about phase 2 trials. I always like to have the voice alerts turned on just so I don't miss anything. But I don't think ZURA is doing anything. So ZURA, we're absolutely fine at this moment. Don't need to put ourselves in any sort of bad position or bad play. So let's talk about what we're seeing. Let's talk about, what we have right here. And SNOA will continue to keep that on watch. All right, cool. Getting back to it. Getting back to the good stuff here. What do we have here, traders? You guys are probably getting sick and tired of me saying this, but it's just because I wanted to embed it into your brains. The last 96 years, yes, 96 years, not 96 days, not 96 months, the last 96 years of data of what the S&P 500 has done every single day on that day for the last 96 years. That's pretty crazy to be thinking about. Am I right? So, what do we have coming on up? Well, we can clearly see that the S&P 500 is going to be having a red month in September. Now, Dek, are you just having a gut feeling? No, I'm not having a gut feeling. September, statistically speaking, is the worst month of the year. On average, over the last, let's just round it up to 100 years, has a 1.55% drop. You can see how ugly September is the worst month, the worst producing month on the S&P 500. Now, we can see after that, though, quarter 4 is the best quarter. The next 3 months, October, November, December, 1.49% gain, 1.9% gain. Over the last 100 years, we have a return of 4.4%. Now, that's great. But again, this time, that summertime is always going to be a little bit of the slowest. Now, traders, check the date here today. The date says August 14th. So let's just compare this to our chart right here. We have September. We again take a look at this. August 14th going across the board in August right here. We still have slight green day, slight green day, slight green day before we turn. We are going to be starting on off most likely next week. We are going to start seeing red. We are going to start seeing ugliness. We are going to start seeing drops. And then we head into September where we start seeing some drops as well. So team, right now, everything is set up pretty perfectly. Because when I take a look over on this chart and I'm getting a great gauge on this chart and saying, okay, hey, probably starting on off August 17th, which is a Sunday this year, most likely next week is where we're going to start seeing slow red and things pick up as we go into September. So what we basically have right now is when we take a look over on the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is sitting at record highs. The S&P 500 is doing incredible. The S&P 500 is coming all the way up towards around 650. Dek, how high do you think the S&P 500 is going to go? I think the S&P 500 is going to get either right at or right above 650 before it starts coming back on down. Once we get up towards around that 650-ish region, I do think we are going to have a healthy pullback. If we take a look over on the S&P 500, how high are we up on the year? The S&P 500 here, traders, we're up like 8.9% on the year. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong, baby. 10.31%. The S&P 500, we are now up 10% on the year. Hey guys, 2025 has been pretty magnificent for long-term investments, hasn't it? 2025 has been pretty solid across the board, hasn't it? 2025 has been pretty good. There's no issues at all. 2025 has been pretty immaculate. So the thing is, when you guys take a look over on the S&P 500 right here, and you're seeing again 644.89, we're coming up to 650 here. I do think we are going to have a pretty good, solid pullback in September. Now, Dek, what would be a pretty good, solid pullback in September? Now, do I think we're going into the Great Depression? No. But I'm thinking we come back on down to somewhere in the 620s. So, Dek, that's all the pullback that we're going to get? Yeah, I think, again, it's going to come back on down to like the 620s. I'm not saying it's going to come all the way back on down to 590. I'm saying we're going to come back down to the 620 region. So the thing is, what I would be looking at is right now we want to be able to pass this prop firm. And I don't care if it takes this week or if it takes next week or whatever week it takes. But again, we do have our prop firm challenge. Now, what I'm looking for on my prop firm is I have learned, because I've tried this before, I have learned when going and doing prop firms here, guys, you do not want to day trade prop firms a lot of times. When you day trade prop firms, it just adds up on what? Your max loss. So basically, for anyone who does not know, your max loss will be continuous. If that means you lose 300 and then you make it all back and you don't sell, but you make it all back on a normal account, you make back all your money, you're good to go, you never lost that $300. But on a prop firm test account, that 300 will still stay there. So it's basically whenever you had any pullback, that is again adding to that cumulative loss. So basically, if you start day trading where you get in and out and in and out and in and out, you have a better chance of hitting some losses first before going wins, and that just adds up that $12,000. We don't want to do that. What we want to do when you want to pass a prop firm account is you want to go ahead and say to yourself, what can I do to get in? Try to, again, have myself in on the best entry possible. Sure, I might be a little bit red, but what could keep me consistently in the green? Now, team, that's where I think the best way to be able to pass a prop firm account is going to be able to do probably 1 or 2 very solid trades. Now, what again do we have to do here? Remember, we only have to make 8%, an 8% return. Remember, we have our profit target. Right here, traders, we have a $100,000 account. We have $100,000 over on this prop firm. For us to get paid out, for us to be able to get a true $100,000 account, all we have to do is make an 8% return. We have to make $8,000 before we lose $6,000 in one day or before we lose $12,000 total. It doesn't sound that difficult. We need an 8% return before we lose 12%. So how can we do that? Well, I think the best way to do that is instead of doing this, instead of jumping in, let's say right at this play and possibly going red at first, then again going up into the green, and then jumping in, let's say on another play where possibly we go a red at first, then we start working in the green, because that's going to add on up to those max losses. And if we keep doing that over and over and over again, well, guess what? We might not be able to, again, hit our goal without hitting our max loss first. So we definitely need to be very careful. We definitely need to make sure that we do things correctly and we do things right. So the thing is, what I think is better is if we just do one very good longer trade. Let's say, again, me going against the S&P 500. S&P 500, let's say that's our entry. That's our exit right there. That's where we get in. We might start off with a little bit of a loss, but then once we get into the green, maybe a day goes by, we stay in the green, and maybe 1 or 2 days go by, but again, we stay in the green. And then we get that ultimate, very large sell-off in the future where we are not ever putting ourselves in that max loss trouble. So again, we want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to continue to stay in the green, and that's going to not be by getting in and out, but by having a good solid trade. Now, as I already said multiple times, there is a very easy way to cheat in prop firm challenges, guys, right? How do I tell you? And I will probably say this one more time. Easiest way, if you guys do not want to do the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way is, hey, let me go ahead and try to get the prop firm. Let me go ahead and try to make money over on this and pass the account. Remember, prop firms are going to be people. Our prop firms are for people who do not have large accounts in real life. This might be you. Do you have $50,000 in real life? Do you have $100,000 in real life? Can you trade with $25,000 right now? If you're saying no, prop firms are, again, you sign up, and if you pass the test, they give you $100,000. They give you $50,000, and then you split your profits. That's what it is. Hey, Dek, I'm a great trader. I don't have $50,000. Well, you have to show them that you're good. You pass the test, and then you get a $50,000 account, and then you split the profits. Beautiful. Awesome. So the thing is, traders, a lot of people would do this. Buy a $50,000 account, say get funded now. They would go ahead, try to pass the test. They would pay again $300 to try to pass the test, and they fail. And they have to do it again, and they fail. And they have to do it again, and they fail. So the thing is, traders, that's not, again, the one way that you can do it. First things first, over on One Stop Prop, we all do have that discount, DEK40. If you type in DEK40, you are going to get 40% off. So you are going to get 40% off, which is really awesome. And the best thing to do is buy 2 of these accounts. Buy 2 of these accounts right here and just get ready for some sort of economic data. Jerome Powell's speaking on Wednesday. Okay, guess what I'm going to do? Buy 2 accounts. I'm going to buy shares of the S&P 500 on account A. I'm going to short shares on the S&P 500 on account B. Guess what's going to happen? One of them's going to win. One of them's going to lose. You are sacrificing $197, but you're almost guaranteeing yourself that you're going to pass your test and then get funded $50,000. So that's pretty nice, isn't it? It's pretty nice to know, hey, you know what? I'm basically making an investment. I'm losing 197 to almost guarantee, 99% chance guarantee that I'm going to win on one of the accounts. If I buy on one, short on the other, and there's a big economic data or a big earnings report or a big whatever, one of the accounts are going to win. So again, that's basically the cheat code. If you guys ever wanted to do that, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way because I want to try to make a great trade and try to make it the right way. But again, just a little heads on up. If you guys have not, make sure you guys type in DEK40 for 40% off. And you could do it the cheat way where you do just say, hey, Dek, I love you, but I'm just going to cheat, get myself, again, a full account so we're all set, ready to go. Right? So some people do that. If you guys want to do that, go for it. But I want to go ahead and try to make a perfect entry. Now, even if you guys are trading over on your real money account, and you're saying, hey, Dek, real money account here, I want to make sure we're doing everything good. Get ready for still that pullback. The S&P 500, if you're an options trader. S&P 500, if, again, you're looking for that possible dip buy entry. I do think, again, September is going to be a big time. Now, traders, what else do we need to be understanding of? We do need to be able to say to ourselves right here at this moment, hey, ladies and gentlemen, right? What's so big, what's so important is that we do have rates coming on up. Now, what do I mean by rates? We have interest rates that are going to be slashed in September. So we are having interest rates getting cut and slashed in September. That is going to be very important for us. Well, guys, why? Because that's most likely going to lead towards the stock market going on a spike. That's most likely going to lead towards the stock market going on a run. That's going to lead towards more cash being flown out in the market. That's going to lead towards, again, more buying volume. right? So just a little heads on up for every single person. I do want you guys to just be aware, hey, get ready for, again, interest rates getting cut. That could lead towards the market spiking, but that's not until September 16th or 17th. September 16th and 17th is when that one could get a little bit more hype and that one could get a little bit more action, okay? So make sure that you guys are just ready for that. Little heads on up, IVP. Again, IVP is not really doing anything, but it's an earnings report with a low float. So maybe, again, you keep your eyes peeled on that one. Earnings report, low float. Guys, we have about 4 minutes until the market opens on up. Let's see, or not market opens on up, our next press release wave. And let's get ready to rock. Let's see where, again, the buying volume is going to take us. So hopefully we get a little bit more action. Make sure that we're all set, ready to go. And make sure you guys are all jacked on up here. I am going to be giving away a $50,000 prop firm account as well today. So just a little heads on up. I am giving away a $50,000 prop account today. One Stop Prop gave me one. They said, hey, Sean, give this away to one person that's watching today. So if you're watching today, you have the chance of winning a $50,000 prop account today, which is going to be absolutely awesome, which is absolutely great. So let's get ready to go here. Let's get ready to do this. Let's get ready to see what comes on up. So right now here, traders, I'm just looking around. All right, let's do this. Guys, 928 in the market. Let's get ready to make this money here, baby. BMRA a little bit of buying volume. BMRA, guys, a little bit of hype over on BMRA. You guys could see it right there. United Arab Emirates Ministry of Health Prevention uses tests for home use. All right, I mean, BMRA, maybe it gets a little hype. Traders, I want to pull the trigger on something good, don't you? I want to pull the trigger. I want to get myself involved. Right now, you can see my position box. My position box is 0 out of 0. Traders, how much money should we try to make today? Let's get a realistic goal. How about this, guys? We know it's August. We know, again, we're seeing some big spikes and big drops. I say $1,200. I say we look for a $1,200 real money target. And then we also watch the S&P 500 to climb today for the next 1 or 2 days. And then, again, we look to start doing shorts or put positions over on the SPY on our prop firm. So we know, again, the drop's going to be coming most likely at the end of this week, or again, next week, it's going to start dropping. Not just a straight red candle, but start reversing, start turning, start getting ugly. But again, day trading wise, I think, again, we want to be watching right around that $1,200 mark, which would be great. So here we go here, team. We have about 54 more seconds until we have the 8:30 press release wave. Now, when the 8:30 press release wave comes on out, we know there's opportunity. We know there's new trades, new ideas, new press releases, new filings, new chances for us to have success. So what I want everyone doing right now is I want you guys watching the Fox Runner News Scanner right here. Everything's going to be highlighted for us. Everything is going to come out and tell us exactly what we need to buy. I'm going to turn the voice alerts on so you'll hear positive, phase, agreement, partnership, things along those lines. And then again, we'll be able to be one of the first people to jump in on it. Like for instance, BMRA moving itself on up. BMRA came out with a press release at 8:19. BMRA, United Ministry of Health Prevention, came out with ulcer tests for home use. So remember, stocks come out with news. When they're a lower float stock with news, a lot of people buying on them, looking for a quick spike and quick rip and run. News equals credibility. Credibility equals a reason to buy. When you have a reason to buy, stocks go on big time spikes. If you have a news scanner, such as Fox Runner, it tells you what's going to be the best plays coming on up. So let's see what we have here.
Cancer.
We have a cancer press release. Top line data on phase 3. You guys heard that? What else do we have? ENLV. Let's take a look at this. Presents top of the line phase 2 data in its upcoming August webinar. Nah, we don't need that. Let's see here. Expands Bitcoin Treasury. We have been seeing like these Bitcoin Treasury plays going on, quick little spikes and rips and runs. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's see if there's anything else spiking. BMRA try to get a quick little rip. Nothing big at 8:30 yet. I thought maybe, right? It says, positive phase 3 data. I love that. But whenever you say, oh, we're going to present that later. We're going to present that on August 18th. We're going to present that at an upcoming webinar. We want to see it now. I want to see the results now, not be presented in an upcoming webinar that I'm not going to watch. I'm talking about I want it now,
Agreement.
Agreement news, REBN. Just a little heads on up. I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear the voice alerts coming on through? Like, did you guys just hear the word agreement come on through? Just because I want to make sure that you guys hear them as well. Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a yes? Okay, cool. Voice alerts are one of my favorite thing about Fox Runner. To be honest, it's the voice alerts, the highlights, it's very good, very very good. Let's see again if there's anything else that we really need to be looking at. If we need to jump in on. Also, if you guys want your own Fox Runner scanner, you guys can go get it. Free 30-day pass over on Fox Runner. So make sure you guys go check that on out. Right now here, traders, I don't see we have anything too big at the time of 8:30. Also, a little side note, if you guys have your own Fox Runner scanner, sometimes people are like, Dek, you're getting so many less press releases than I am. I'm getting so many. Make sure, again, you have it set for 0 to 20 million in float. So again, 0 to 20 million in float. So again, make sure you guys go over here, click additional filters, and then float 0 to 20 million. So again, if you have every press release in the world coming out, it's going to be a little crazy. I only look for low float stocks. Low float stocks, these are the ones that go on big spikes, big rips and runs. So notice how, again, I'm only getting lower float plays. Those are the ones I only care about. I don't care about, again, 100 million in float stock. So again, just a little heads on up. Sometimes people are like, Dek, I get so many more press releases than you. It's because you don't have the low float setting on. All right. Right now, XPON, still watching, still waiting, and still seeing what we can have here. Nothing too big just yet. We've looked for a couple little plays here. I want to see Zach Hopper saying wholesale inflation report, PPI data came on in. So PPI data just came on in. Ooh, guys, S&P 500 does not like the PPI data right now. All right. So again, S&P 500, we are seeing the SPY with a quick little pullback right now. Right here, team. Can see the weakness. So, Dek, are we still going to get back up towards that 650 mark? I mean, that's what I'm waiting for. I mean, we still know we have a couple days until, the chart comes into fruition, right? We still have a couple days of green, statistically speaking, on the chart. Wholesale prices rose 0.9%. All right here, traders. No forcing, making sure we're putting ourselves in the best positions that we can possibly do at this moment. S&P 500 definitely getting weaker. S&P 500 fading and falling. S&P 500 still getting this nice drop. We want to sit back. We don't see any sort of craziness at this moment with our low float plays. Obviously, it is an absolute joy for every single person to be joining us on this day. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are fired on up, and I hope you guys are looking forward to an absolutely amazing day ahead. I know I am. But let's see what our top gainers are right now. XPON. Traders, how high can XPON get up to? What area did we say? Didn't we say like 440? 440 was going to be our target over on XPON. Top resistance right around 440. Old upper shadow at 440, 440, 440. So again, XPON, that 440 mark is definitely going to be a tough little resistance line that we want to be watching. SNOA starting to get a little bit of weakness and dropping. Let's see, IVP. Nope, not there. XOS, nope, not there. BMRA, not too much I'm seeing over on BMRA. All right, traders, just trying to do everything right. So we are just trying to do everything correct at this moment, guys. No forcing, no putting ourselves in any sort of bad plays right now. Now, I will say this, though, traders. I am excited. I'm excited to be able to get out of August here pretty soon. Now, again, why do I say that? I never want to wish away time, but I am excited to get into that hot time. I am excited to get into the hot fourth quarter. I am excited to be able to see every single trader start coming back into the markets. And that's just how it is. You know, guys, at like the end of August, or excuse me, in July and August, I will tell you, a lot of times we have less members over on TradeCaster. A lot of times there's less people trading in the markets. A lot of times we have less people, less investments going through on Wall Street, on hedge funds. And why is that? It's because, again, the weather's nice. People have families. People go on vacations. People are off of work. People are down to the beach. People are visiting. People have holidays, whatever it may be. But then guess what happens? As we do start getting back in September, October, November, December, January, February, March, what do we see? We start seeing, again, weather starts getting colder. Ooh, I'm going to stay inside, no vacation. Kids back to school. Parents have a lot more free time. Wall Street traders, again, summer vacation is broken. It's back to work. Let's go ahead and make millions. So once you kind of get past Labor Day, you start seeing volume pick up dramatically. You start seeing volume and investments and volatility start picking up increasingly high. Now, the good news is we only got about 2 more weeks until then. We got about 2 more weeks until we start seeing that volatility pick on up, until we start seeing that action, that buying volume start coming back on in. So that's going to be awesome. Now, traders, what do you guys know? Well, what we have here for every single person is we do have a major announcement. A major announcement that I'm going to be dropping over on Monday. Monday, we are going to be dropping TradeCaster's pricing. Now, we are going to be announcing what the pricing is going to be. We are going to be telling you guys exactly how much it's going to be, and we are slashing it by a pretty hefty amount. Now, why is that, traders? Well, because again, I don't think we need to charge this month. Right now, you guys can see we do have our monthly package at $174, $870, and annual $1,700. I want to slash this. I don't want to charge you guys this much. I don't want to, again, make this, I want to make TradeCaster as affordable as possible. I want to make TradeCaster and every single person that's watching and viewing and enjoying this and say, hey, you know what? I want to be able to join Dek and I don't need to worry about, again, a high monthly subscription. I don't want that. I'm getting rid of that. So on Monday, we are going to be talking about what is the new price. Now, also on top of that, August 25th, we are going to be having a summer A to Z boot camp. What is an A to Z boot camp? An A to Z boot camp, traders, is going to be if you knew nothing about the stock market. If you know nothing about the stock market in any sort of way, I want to go over start to finish what to know, how to learn it, how to trade, and how to become a full-time trader, your ultimate goal. So does that mean after 5 days you're going to be a multimillionaire? Does that mean after 5 days you're going to be a full-time stock trader? No. But what it will mean is I'm going to give you all the education that I can possibly give in a 5-day span from 0 to 100. Well, now you will have the education, and now all you need is the experience. So traders, to be successful in the stock market, you need 2 things. 2 things that are going to make you successful in the stock market. And that is going to be, number 1, education, and number 2 is experience. You will not be able to be an experienced trader and actually know the right way to trade without education. You will not be a great trader if you know how to trade, but you've never actually done it before. If I wanted to be a fighter jet, I am going to, I don't want to be a fighter jet, but if I wanted to be a fighter jet pilot, don't you think I'm going to sit there in class and learn everything I possibly can about planes and how planes work and how the atmosphere and air pressure and this and that? I'm going to go through a massive amount of schooling before I actually become a fighter jet pilot. But then I have experience where I start in little farm planes and then go up a little bit faster planes and then I'm a little up, then a little up. If I want to be a doctor, guess what? I go to school for 8 years. After going to school for about 6 years, I then again have my education, but then I start doing things that are going to put me in experience, start working underneath a doctor, start getting some hours at a hospital, and then I become successful. Same exact thing with stock trading. Stock trading, I am going to teach you everything you need to know from the very beginning, from the very basics of stock trading to then getting you all the way up to that surgeon level. But then it's going to come on down to, it's going to take time for you to be able to build up that experience and apply what I taught you. So what I'm going to do here on August 25th is it's only going to be on tradecaster.com. And don't worry, the prices are going to be much cheaper, as you guys know. A to Z bootcamp. We're going 0 to 100, where I'm going to give you that 5-year, 6-year, 8-year education in 5 days. 0 to 100. It's going to be very intense boot camp, 2 hours every single morning on TradeCaster, starting at 9 o'clock right up to 11 o'clock every day. And we're going to break it on down. And I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know on how to be successful, how to be able to trade, what to be able to do, fundamentals in the stock market, and give you that true education. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock on that. That's August 25th, going to be an amazing time. All right? Get ready to go here. That's going to be great. Now, I can also see my camera just died. Give me a second. Let me again throw in the new battery, and we'll be all set, ready to go. 1 second, guys. I'm going to get the new camera. Claire, I need new batteries. you bought single A. I told you double A. How many times do I have to tell you? It's double A batteries, not single A. I'm live streaming, and now again I'm getting laughed at by the trading community because you're going out there with your incompetence and then getting single A batteries. If you got double A batteries, this wouldn't happen. And it's not only once, it's twice. It's been 3, maybe even 4 times right here. Hey guys, we're back. We're back, guys. Don't even worry. We're all good. Nice again. I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. No big issues whatsoever. I hope you guys are having a great morning here. We're all set, ready to go. Let's do it. Whew. I'm pumped. I'm pumped, guys. Ready to go. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, traders, at this time, 8:42 in the markets. We're not seeing too much. 8:42. Let's just run through these top gainers. Remember, XPON, we want to try to see this play up towards 430 for that resistance. SNOA, we want to see if this one can get back up towards $7 plus. BMRA. BMRA starting to grind up a little bit, guys. BMRA, a little bit of a grind. You can see BMRA came on out with the press release, I believe, right around like 8:15. 8:19. BMRA does have a United Health and Prevention approves biometrics portal. So for home use. So BMRA trying to climb. That's about it right now here, though. That's about it at this moment. So, guys, right now at this time, I am going to give every single person a last little 10-minute breather. Last little 10-minute break right here. Let's all jump back on the mic in about 10 minutes at 8:55. 8:55, we're jumping back on the mic. 8:55, we're getting ready to go. 8:55, we're getting ready to make this money. So don't go anywhere. 8:55, we're going to be live. We're going to be ready. We're going to be all set, and we're going to get ready to make this cash. Okay? Get that cup of coffee, use the bathroom, whatever you guys got to do. 8:55, we're jumping back on the mic. We will be all set. Now, unfortunately, I will be honest with you. I can't play again, any good music. I have to play again the free stuff so I don't get yelled at. You might want to put on your own stuff, but I am just going to throw on some background tunes so that you guys are all set, ready to get after it. And you guys know that we are all live. All right? So I'll see you guys back here in about 5-10 minutes, and we'll be all set to kick off this day. Let's do it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to working with you guys, and we'll get about a 10-minute breather ready to go for this day. Let's do it, guys.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know distance, but I know that it's not reality.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Control. Your light is gone, alone the darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. No relation. It's crazy. And it goes like this. You could save me.
Searching for the light, been learning to fight through the darkness. I'll get this right, we were born to shine, and we still got time, it's not hopeless. Don't look now, here comes that awful feeling, my walls are caving in. Heaven help, I can see my ghost on the ceiling. Let me breathe again, 'cause I just wanna live my life. I'm never backing down. I swear I'm gonna fight the good fight. Just wanna get it right, I'm ready for it now. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Yeah, I've lost my crown, but no, I will not bow. You know I'm here right now for the long run. Yeah, you see me down, but you know I'll never drown. You know I'll get back up on it somehow. Don't look now, here comes that awful feeling. My walls are caving in. Heaven help, I can see my ghost on the ceiling. Let me breathe again. I just wanna live my life. I'm never backing down. I swear I'm gonna fight the good fight. Just wanna get it right. I'm ready for it now. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. Fight the good. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. You know I'm gonna fight the good fight. Fight the good fight.
I'm standing on the edge of a cliff. Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven's end. With me tonight, I run away. We'll never forget the past. But what counts is our brand new start. Even if it hurts me or I get scared, just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run away. I run away. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Keep your secrets there.
honestly the best.
I love Tradecaster.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Just a friendly reminder. Over the past 12 months, how much money did you make day trading using your strategy?
551,000.
That kind of money, it's like you know what you're doing.
Sean knows his stuff.
So this is exactly how I did it.
Perfect.
I want everyone to go trade.
Go! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It wasn't pleasant. That was during lunch hours. Now we're up $1,200. We got some action right here. $2,000, $760.
If I tell you how I was able to do this, go out and make that money, make a killing. And
Can we start getting ourselves in the green somehow? Get it, people! A bot sell man making HUDI $1,000. Ollie with a $327 trade. Boom, guys. $989 profit. $2,600. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! You guys want to see something good today? We're bringing something good to the house. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Let's get ready for some fun here today. Let's get ready for some action here today. Let's get ready for every single person to be able to jump up and down and say, hey, baby, it's game time. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Because at this moment, we are seeing BMRA start getting a little bit of attention. We are seeing BMRA start getting a little hype. We are seeing BMRA be able to stand on up and say, woo! It's time. It's time to get this party started. So, here, traders, I just want to make sure everyone knows we are live. We are getting after it. We are having some fun here and getting ready to make this profit. So, traders, for every single person right here and right now. All right, we got to talk about every single play. Making sure everyone knows all of the best plays out there so that you guys are, again, feeling good, fired on up, and looking to see where is this profit really going to be going. All right, traders, what we have at this time, XPON is considered the number one top gainer in the stock market. My goal over the next 30 minutes is to make sure that every single person is prepared, to make sure that every single person is ready, to make sure every single person says, hey, Dek, at 9:30 a.m., we are all set, ready to go. Before I even go any farther, make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up right here and right now. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up right here and right now before I, again, get a little angry. I don't want to get angry, guys. I'm trying to stay nice and calm today. I am staying calm today. That's going to be my number one thing. Stay calm, Dek. Relax. Keep your clothes on. Let's, again, have it a nice PG rated stream. Let's make sure everyone knows that we're here to make some freaking money. So, prepare. Preparation. Let's do it. What we have right now, team, XPON. XPON, 188% gain at this moment. XPON came out with a press release last night saying that they have came on out with their earnings report. Now, XPON, is an earnings report really that big of a thing? The answer is no, it's not. But you know what? Because we had this earnings report and because it's a low float stock, we start seeing that these plays are going on big time rips and runs. Now, I did talk about this a little earlier here in pre-market, but I just want to make sure every single person completely understands this. If traders, right? If you do not know, August has been a relatively slow month. We have finally gotten a first big breakout yesterday. We did not see many big breakouts whatsoever, but yesterday we finally had a very big spike and a very big breakout over on BSLK. BSLK, we kind of went nuclear for a little bit. We went on a 556% spike yesterday on BSLK. Now, BSLK, guys, it didn't have anything good. There was nothing spectacular about BSLK. It did have a credible reason, which was an earnings report. But remember, when we're talking about great press releases, what usually leads to a 500% spiker? Positive data. Endpoints being reached, big partnerships with big companies, contracts for hundreds of millions of dollars, partnerships, agreements. That's usually what leads to 556 spikers, right? But BSLK went on this big rip and run because of an earnings report. Now, team, as we know, what happened here? Why did we again see the stock go on a big time spike? Well, one of the reasons that I'm going to say right now, one of the reasons on why BSLK went on a big time rip and run is because you're here. I'm here. Martha's here. Anthony's here. Shannon's here. Brittany's here. Marco's here. We're all here to trade. And some days, again, in August, when it's really slow, we say to ourselves, man, there's not too much going on. Man, I'm not seeing too much. There's a lack of options. So if there's a lack of options, guess what? You're forced to be able to trade BSLK. Let's imagine this, guys. Let's imagine you guys went to Chipotle, okay? And you got a nice big bowl, guys. You got a nice bowl of brown rice with, again, a little bit of those black beans. Maybe, again, a double honey sriracha chicken. You got a little bit of that normal pico with a little extra avocado. And you're saying to yourself, I'll eat it here. I'll sit down and I'll eat it right here. Can I get a cup? I'm going to get a small cup and maybe get myself a little fountain drink. Okay, nice. So you walk over to the fountain drink and you say, man, I really want some Pepsi. And it says Pepsi out of order. You say, fine, I'll get some Hawaiian Punch. It says out of order. And then it says Coca-Cola out of order. And your only option is Sprite. Guess what you're probably picking? You're probably picking Sprite. It's your only option. It's the only thing that you have. So guess what? Everyone's sitting down and drinking Sprites because that's the only thing that we have at this time. Same exact thing with BSLK. You might not be the biggest fan of BSLK's earnings. You might not be the biggest fan of BSLK's chart or price or whatever. But if you're here to trade yesterday, it was your only option, BSLK. So guess what? Everyone started running over to BSLK. Do you guys realize something really big here? Look at the average volume on BSLK. The average volume is 2.4 million shares traded. The current volume yesterday was 200 million. Guys, it's 100 times more. 100 times more volume than a normal day. That's kind of nuts to see. That's kind of wild to see. That's kind of crazy to see at this time. So the thing is here, traders, we are seeing that we have that 2.4 million, 100 million. That is a massive increase just because traders are saying, hey, it's one of our only options. Now, again, what also helps? What also helps is the low float. Guys, I talk about float all the time. It's one of the most important things to be looking for when you're looking for, again, big time spikes, is when you have a lower float, you are going to have stocks that are going to go on very big spikes. They're going to be very volatile. The float is simply enough, just the shares that are available to the public. When you have a low float, guys, especially 1.39 million, you have the less amount of shares. Less amount of shares with a massive demand. Guess what happens? The stock goes on a big spike. You have a low supply and a high demand, stocks go up. Just like the housing market. If we have a low supply of houses and everyone wants to buy a house, prices go up. That's the way it works. Okay? So, I do want you guys to realize low float play with, again, any reasoning. Just any reasoning. Reasoning, press releases is giving us a reason to buy into it. You come out with an earnings report, I have a reason to buy into it. You come on out with anything whatsoever, at least it puts it on the map and I have a reason to buy it. You put a low float on that, and now again, it's one of the only options. You are going to see some pretty explosive spikes. So BSLK. Awesome rip, awesome run yesterday because of that reason. Now, the reason why I'm kind of talking about this and going over this is because there's a lot of plays here today, such as XPON, which again, this is a low float stock, 3 million in float. Little again for a reference, anything under 10 million in float is considered low float. Okay, so anything under 10 million in float is considered low float. Anything under 20 million in float is at least like on the lower float side. Okay, so notice again our top gainers: 3 million in float, 1 million in float, 2 million float. Even this one down here, 2 million float. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a reason why low float stocks go on very big spikes and very big rips and very big runs. These low float plays are the ones that are going to have the most volatility, the ones that are going to have the most amount of action, the ones that are going to be able to get the most activity towards them to be able to lead towards big spikes and big dumps. So XPON, currently sitting 200% gain, 3 million in float. And as we could see here from this morning, if we scroll on up, right here, XPON. XPON, the number one top gainer this morning. This was at 6:14 in the morning, guys. 6:14 a.m. XPON came on out with its earnings report. Now, is this earnings report good? Yeah. It says, again, this was the most successful 2 months in the company's history. Now, I will also state, though, it wasn't really that good of an earnings report. They did talk about negative points that says they only made $700,000. Still, they only made $700,000, but that's the best they've ever done. So XPON, the stock was at $3 this morning, $2.98 this morning. Guess where this thing is all the way at right now? It's all the way up towards around $4. So it's a low float stock. And remember, it's August. We're not going to have a lot of crazy reasoning, a lot of crazy spikes, a lot of crazy momentum. People want to trade right now. So again, we basically got to take what we can get. It's almost the same exact thing with SNOA this morning. SNOA launches a diaper rash product in Walmart and US. Guys, it's not like, again, people are fiending there, be like, oh yeah, a diaper rash product. I need one of those. It's not like anything crazy like that. It's just SNOA is a low float stock. SNOA is now saying that their product is over in Walmart, and SNOA was able to get a great spike here this morning because people want to trade. There's not many options to trade. We know it's summer trading. We have a lack of volume, a lack of press releases, and whatever comes on out, people want to try to get themselves involved in. So it's like, that's kind of where we're at right now. XPON, earnings support. SNOA, diaper rash products. We're seeing these as the number 1, number 2 top gainers in the entire stock market. There's nothing else that's up over 100% on the day. There's nothing else that's up 96% on the day. These are the plays that, again, a lot of traders are focused over on at this time. IVP, also a stock that came on out with an earnings report, and we're seeing a lot of earnings reports, guys. S&P 500 came out with bad PPI data, hotter than expected, just a little heads on up. So wholesale prices were hotter than expected. That's why the S&P 500 is getting a little bit of a pullback right now. Just a little heads up for you guys right there. We are seeing BMRA. BMRA, another low float stock, talks about approval. Approval is a good keyword. We take a look. BMRA, 2.39 million in float. BMRA trying to get some hype, looking for that possible break of $5 at the start of the day here today. This one did have a press release, not an earnings report, but a different press release talking about approval, which is absolutely awesome and absolutely great. And right here, traders, we basically just have a breakdown, right? These are the plays. And I want you to start thinking about, okay, what stock do you like the most? Do you guys like, let's just say out of the press releases, do you guys like SNOA, which talks about SNOA this morning, which talks about their diaper rash product? But what's the good news is that it is in Walmart's. So the thing is, when you're in Walmart, you get more exposure. There's hundreds of millions of people that go to Walmart. You put your product on the shelf, guess what's going to happen? Ladies and gentlemen, your product's on the shelf, you get more exposure, you can get more sales. So SNOA, you can make fun of it a little bit, but it's still in Walmart, and that's a great thing. So again, more sales could be coming. XPON said that they came on out with, again, their best earnings report they've ever had. That's a good thing. Right? AERT came out with good earnings, but unfortunately, AERT is a little bit too big in float. So again, it's just a little larger. I don't think it's going to get as much hype. Same exact thing with IVP. IVP came out with its earnings report, just a little bit larger in float. And then we do have BMRA. BMRA, guys, which has been a very solid. BMRA is a play that, again, has approval behind it. So we have SNOA, XPON, BMRA, and then we do have yesterday's number 1 top gainer, which I would say just keep your eyes peeled on, BSLK. So not too bad, not too shabby. Make sure you guys check your Fox Runner news scanners. You guys will have all this data as well so that you guys are all ready to rock and roll. So let's take a look at some charts right now. Let's see out of these plays, which one is the most active. Let's look at these plays and see which one is the most has the most amount of activity. Let's look at these plays right now and say which one has the most amount of buying volume. Okay? So, and little timeout, guys. Little timeout. Is everyone here fired up? Is everyone here excited? Is everyone here ready to rock and roll? If you guys are, again, if you guys are fired up for today, if you guys are ready to make some money today, hit me with a good old Dekmar trades. Just because, again, I want to see everyone here. Now, also, traders, little sign note. Today, I am giving away a $50,000 prop account. No fee. No, again, you don't got to pay anything whatsoever. So the people or the person who is the most active in the chat room today, that's not just, again, typing random nonsense, but the people that are on Tradecast, the people that are on YouTube, I think the person who, again, is going to be alerting the best credible news, the best credible alerts, that's who I want to give the $50,000 account to. So again, I'm giving away a $50,000 account today. And I think how I want to do it is I want to give it away to the person that maybe over the next 45 minutes, if I see a person over on YouTube giving a ton of great alerts, if I see a person in Tradecaster giving a ton of great alerts, that's what I want to do. So I will tell you right now, if you are not alerting in the chat, if you are not contributing, if you are not helping this community become better, you're probably not going to win that $50,000 account. But I'm giving away a $50,000 account today. So smash that thumbs on up. Get excited. Let's see again, who's going to be placing out some of the best alerts here today, making this every single person better, and who deserves this $50,000 account. So let's see what we have here, guys. BMRA starting to get a little weakness. BMRA starting to get a little dropping. BMRA starting to get a little bit of fade. BMRA going from, again, 525 down towards around 448. XPON here. XPON starting to fade. Actually, hold on a second. XPON. Let's just try to think about this. We're at the top. Where is main support? XPRN, this is an earnings report play, has a lot of support back on down towards around this price of 340. So if you are interested in a dip buy on XPON, 340 is going to be a top area. Top resistance, fade. Top resistance, fade. Got a breakout, nice big rip and run. Now the stock is starting to come back on down. 340 is an old spiking high. 340 area is where you had resistance. Old resistance turns into new support. Just like support turns into a resistance. So a little heads on up. This is a great little Google image. Just go to support and resistance in trading. Now, what do you guys realize when I take a look at all these pictures in, let's say, support and resistance? I'm going to make myself really tiny here. What do you guys realize? Resistance, resistance, you break it, and now turns into support. You bounce off of it. That's a great example of what's happening right here. XPON, resistance, resistance, we break it. We should get a bounce play right around 340 on XPON. Not only that, you also do have the VWAP right there. The VWAP area is going to be a great area that you're going to be able to get a good dip buy and bounce play also, which is going to just add to the 340 support, which is going to be a little bit lower, more around like 330. So 330 to 340, XPON is going to have a lot of great support. Now, what's the ultimate target on XPON starting on off? Probably right around $5. XPON probably right around $5 is going to be a great area where we are going to be able to see some be able to see, some reversing. Just like when we take a look at, let's say, what's starting to fall right now, BMRA, right? BMRA traders, we just came up to $5 and we just saw a nice little reversal, didn't we? BMRA, this is the one that had approval, right? Approval. And BMRA, we came on up to $5. Why did we get this reversal? Well, for anyone who does not know, we do have natural resistance. $1, $5, $10, $15, etc. So the thing is, guys, we have BMRA $3 up towards, again, $5. And let's see if this one is going to be able to get a nice fade, get a nice fall, get a nice drop, and get some weakness right here. So BMRA from $3 all the way up towards around $5. Let's see if we get a reversal. Let's see if we get a fade. Let's see if we go get a drop right here at this moment. So again, BMRA, now what's the issue? We're most likely going to have resistance up near around like this 468, 470 mark. Why is that? Upper shadow, bounce play, sell off. So we are probably going to see, if I had to take a guess, BMRA get a quick little bounce play probably at the start of the day, probably have a lot of trouble and resistance right around that like 465 mark. As of now, buyers are giving up on this. Buyers are giving up on BMRA at the moment, and we're also seeing buyers giving up at this moment over on XPON. Not that much, but slightly. So again, are we losing possible options to trade? Are we losing XPON? Are we going to have to cross that off soon? Are we losing BMRA? Are we going to have to cross that off soon? Well, look what's going on with TRIB. Traders, it looks like all attention, all focus is running over to TRIB right now. Now, what in the world is going on with TRIB? TRIB did just come on out and they stated that they have approval. So they just came on out and they actually say that they have FDA approval over on TRIB. And this stock is starting to get a lot of attention. This stock is starting to get a lot of hype. And ladies and gentlemen, people are saying, hey, I want to trade. This is one of the only stocks that I can get myself involved in. I'm ready to rock and roll. I want to be able to make some money. So TRIB traders, look at this play go right now. This thing is starting to get some action. This play is starting to get some buying volume. This play is starting to get some momentum. Let me take a screenshot of this play right here because we could see a lot of attention running over to TRIB. Now, the big question is, how high can this play get up towards? The big question is how high can this play spike? How high can this play be able to get that rip and run? What is next over on TRIB? So what do you guys think? How high do you think TRIB can get its next leg on up towards? Because we just came on out with a press release on this play. We're seeing TRIB kind of steal the show at this moment. TRIB buyers are again saying, hey, this is the one that, again, everyone is focusing on and looking at. I would say let's look at past chart history pattern. Past chart history pattern, what is this area right here? I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now. Right? What is this? This old spiking high is definitely going to be holding up as some sort of resistance, and that's right around this 220 mark. I mean, traders, we are right at that 220 mark, old spiking high, as we're speaking about it right now. Let's see, are there any shares available to short? Let's go ahead and check this on out as we go over to TRIB. TRIB, are there shares available to short? TRIB. Let's go with how many shares would I want? It's a $2 stock, probably 4,000 shares. Inquire all. Let's see. We're trying to acquire. 4,000 shares are available. How much would 4,000 shares be on this play? Locate the lowest amount. Not too much. It's $130. $130 at this time. For me to get 4,000 shares. I think that is worth it. I think that is worth it because, again, TRIB is the most active play at this moment. It's the most active stock at this moment. It's the play that definitely has a lot of attention. I would say at this moment, I like TRIB for a potential short. But if we ever saw a new high of the day, I would want to get out, I think. TRIB, where would be a great shorting area? From now all the way up towards around 230. I'm going to do my first short entry. Actually, right now, just so I have a little skin in the game if I can get it. Okay? So TRIB here. TRIB, I'm in on this play right now. And I'm just going to do 1,000 shares in case this is a spike and dump. I just want to have some sort of skin in the game. You know what I mean? So I located 4,000 shares. We just had a 112% spiking play. Stock went from $1, spiked all the way up to $2.35. I do know that we do have past chart history pattern at this old spiking high. And again, this could be a great area where we hit and we just start fading and falling and dropping. So again, does everyone understand what I'm doing? TRIB just went from $1 all the way up to $2.30. Why again 230? This is again old spiking high right around 225. I'm just going to say to myself, hey, we might have hit that top and we are going to see a reversal. We could easily drop back down towards around 190 or so. Hey, if I'm in at 219 and we fall back on down to 190, that's going to be a free $300 profit. So I'm not going massive shares right now, but I'm willing to at least give it a little bit of a starting position in case, again, we start fading and falling and start getting a little bit weaker. So doing a little starting position right here of 1,000 shares at 219, which is the price we're in at right now, watching to see, is this going to be able to hold on up? Now, again, what I would get a little nervous on is if we start seeing a little bit of higher lows. If TRIB starts getting a little bit of higher lows, we definitely need to be careful of that. We don't want to, again, be putting ourselves in a position that could hurt us really badly. So, again, 1,000 shares I'm happy with at this moment, okay? 1,000 shares I'm happy with at this moment. I want to see this stay underneath right around that 220 mark. You know, we definitely at the start of the day in the next 10 minutes, we might get a little pop here and there, but I definitely would like to stay right around that 220-ish mark and keep seeing some, you know, little pops, little drops, little pops, little drops. So we can go from there here, traders. Let me just see. TRIB at this moment. I want to see at this time. TRIB. Yeah, it receives so TRIB receives regulatory approval to begin FDA clearance. So it receives regulatory approval over on TRIB. TRIB top gainers with news or filings. So TRIB top gainers with news or filings. What are our keywords? Receives. What is it receiving? Approval. Who is it receiving the approval from? The FDA. So we are having, again, a couple keywords right here, which is, again, making this a good, solid play. Talking about, you know, receiving approval over on TRIB. So it does have credibility. Now, is this going to be the play that every single person is going to run over towards and say, oh, yeah, Dek, this is the one you got to play. This is the one that you got to get yourself involved in. I am slightly concerned about a possible bull flag pattern that would form. I'm going to take profits if we fall underneath $2. If we go underneath $2, guys, I am going to take profits and just lock in a nice little $190 gain to kind of kick off my day. I would be nervous that we're going to fade and fall a little bit, and then we're going to pop right back on up. Does that make sense, everyone? Does anyone, again, you think, oh, Dek, there might be a bull flag building? Now, obviously, I'm in on the short side right now. I need to be careful that I don't get caught up in a bull flag. Now, obviously, again, if we do start getting that crash and that dump, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great, but I probably will take some sort of gains if we start going underneath like $2.05, $2, just because, again, a bull flag pattern could squeeze and I could end up taking a loss. I don't want to do that. So I want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go. TRIB, staying alert, staying ready. 1,000 shares in on this play. First trade of the day here. Guys, let's get ourselves excited, huh? Let's get ourselves motivated. Everyone smash that thumbs on up if you guys haven't yet. Let's get ready to go on this day. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. Get ourselves going here. Wake the heck up here, traders. Get ourselves going here. Wake the heck up here, traders. All right, let's get ready to go here, traders. 9:22. We got our trade in at this time. We're going to see what we can do at this moment. We are again giving away a $50,000 prop firm account also. Team, I got to be careful at this moment. Why do I got to be careful? A little bit of that bull flag pattern trying to hold on up. I don't know if I want to just hold again and go against the bull flag pattern if this thing starts squeezing a little bit. We know, again, this thing could squeeze. And again, I'm staying small right now. Little heads on up for every single trader. I am staying small. There is no reason for me to hold this one if this one breaks a high of the day. That's my stop loss, little heads on up, guys. If we, again, hit a new high of the day as we are now, I am getting out. So, this play at this moment, I'm 100% out of it because of the bull flag. So again, that's why I stayed small. That's why I didn't go in on any sort of big entry whatsoever. Stay tight, stay small. No reason for me to, again, end up taking any unnecessary loss. We saw the bull flag forming. That's kind of what kept me on smaller shares. That is a play, even though, again, small little loss I'm happy with because I didn't do anything stupid. Now, Dek, what do you mean you didn't do anything stupid? What could I have done? I could have kept on holding longer. I could have added shares, thinking that's the top. TRIB, bull flag setup, #1 top gainer. The majority of traders are focused over on this one. I don't know if, again, you want to go ahead and start putting massive amount of short orders on this play just yet. Right, traders? We just talked about there is going to be a lack of options out there on the day. Every single trader at this moment is focused over on TRIB. Right? Ben Noodle saying, Dek, you're my hero. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. All right, TRIB. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate you, buddy. TRIB still setting this bull flag setup up. Let's see. XPON. Could XPON have a nice little fade and fall and drop right off the rip? Can we see that maybe? Again, what about BSLK? Traders, let me ask you guys a question. What would you guys rather do? Would you guys rather look to buy the hottest play of the day? Or would you rather short the hottest play of the day knowing that you have all the room in the world to fall? Or would you rather say, hey, Dek, how about we short a play that doesn't have much attention again? Like, what about BSLK? Like, BSLK was the #1 top gainer of yesterday. It's all the way down to 870 at this moment. What if BSLK just gets a quick little spike up towards, like, 920, 940? We look for a little short right there, and then again, it just fades and falls back down to $7. Would you guys rather short the hottest stock of the day, knowing, though, it's probably going to give everything back? Or should we look at kind of like a dead territory play, where the play is, again, going to start fading and falling and, most likely going to start getting a little ugly? I'm not opposed to that either. So the thing is, would it be a bad idea if we said, all right, guys, BSLK, stock had an earnings report yesterday. Stock went on a crazy rip and run yesterday. What if we just go up and we say, hey, maybe this is going to get a little bit of hype. Let's put in some short entries right around $10, just in case maybe, again, some buying hype goes into it. I like it. So BSLK, if we want to, let's throw in, again, some random short orders all the way up towards around $10, right? Maybe we start at like 200 shares at 970. Then again, like a 990. Then again, like, a 1010. Just spreading out, DCAing a ton of like little short entries, all from, mid $9 all the way on up. Mid $9 all the way on up towards, $10, where we could try to build a position and say to ourselves, hey, if BSLK gets a little bit of spike, this one, again, doesn't have the hype anymore. This one should be fading and falling. Well, I mean, could we do that also on SNOA? SNOA, the #3 top gainer in the stock market. SNOA doesn't seem like it has like the hype anymore. You know what I mean? So SNOA, what if this one gets a little bit of a spike right off the rip and we run back on up towards around like 660, where we did have dip buy and bounce play and bounce. That's going to hold up a strong resistance. Do you guys realize, again, we bounce. Like, that's going to have a strong resistance. And you know what? This one isn't as hot. This one isn't as crazy. I went in again. I like it. If we went over to SNOA and maybe just did some small entries, 200 shares, right? Limit order. Where at? Let's throw in again some orders. 640, 200 shares, right? 646, 200 shares. 650, 200 shares. 659, 200 shares. And in case this one ever did start spiking its way on up a little bit, hey, SNOA, we can get a possible entry, right? That could be very solid. So I do like the idea of, again, going after these plays and saying to ourselves, hey, guys, SNOA, let's go ahead and look for a play that maybe isn't as exciting anymore. Let's look at a play that maybe isn't as, like, hot. Maybe this is a play that's going to start fading and falling and start getting weaker right now. So SNOA, let's see if that one starts dropping, if that one starts fading. Let's go ahead and take a look over on, TRIB at this moment. TRIB starting to get a little bit of a fade, but probably could get very hot. So we want to stay as smart as we can, traders. TRIB, though, opening on up in the next 2 minutes. Now, traders, what is a good thing about TRIB? TRIB, 1 minute time frame. We still have this little bull flag pattern. Little bit of that bull flag pattern over on TRIB. Deck, where would there be strong resistance? It seems like 230 is the main resistance line. You know what I mean, guys? If I took a look over on TRIB, top resistance 235, top resistance 240, coming back on up towards right around that 230 mark. So, Deck, where would you look for TRIB entries? 500 shares at a time? Anything above 230 most likely. 233, short. 240, short. I would even put last little one, 250, short. There we go. So again, we will be all set, ready to rock and roll. All right. So TRIB, guys, we'll watch to see if that one gets one more little bounce. If that breaks that red line, as we know, we got to be careful. All right, traders. Hey, we got 2 minutes until the market opens on up. We got 2 minutes until the market opens on up. We have orders set all on the short side right now on TRIB. Short order set on BSLK. Short order set on SNOA. You guys can see right here. Here is, again, my live P&L. I, again, took one tiny little loss to kind of kick things on off, but, again, happy with that. And then I have all my live entries all right here. If you guys want to pause the video, take a screenshot, whatever you guys want, you guys can go ahead and check that on out. But we got about 1 minute. And, of course, we will see what is going to open, what we can get filled on, and, of course, what we can do from there. All right, team. Everyone, wake up. Let's have ourselves a day. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up. Hit me with a good old Dekmar trades. Ah-hoo! And let's get ready to go. Happy Thursday, everyone. 9:29 in the market. Market opens on up here, team. In about 9 minutes, we are giving away a $50,000 prop firm trading account today. $50,000 prop firm trading account today. Ready to rock and roll, ready to get after it. Make sure you guys are all set. Smash that thumbs on up if you guys haven't yet. Let's get ourselves involved. Let's get ready to have ourselves an absolutely amazing day ahead. It is going to be a blast. So let's do it. Traders, market's about to open on up, and we got to stay ready. We do not know what we might get filled on. If that's a quick little TRIB entry up towards around 230. If that's a quick little SNOA entry. If that is a quick little, again, XPON entry. We are ready for it all. We're looking for basically quick little pop and then a reversal on down. So, whatever I do get filled on first, it will show up right here. Notice I'm 0 out of 0 right now. Nothing I'm in on at this moment. TRIB is getting a little bit of weakness. We know that this is the most active and hottest stock so far. Bull flag pattern getting a little bit of a crack right here, so just be careful on that. We still have slightly higher lows. VWAP is the main support line. I do think we could get back up towards that 230 mark pretty easily. So we could get up towards that 230 mark pretty easily. I got 3 different stocks all set, ready to go to enter. TRIB is the stock that is going to be the most volatile at the start of the day. We do know August. We got to be careful over on this play. SNOA getting a little bit of a high. We do know 660, though, is going to be our target over on that one. TRIB, guys, getting weak. TRIB might get halted on the downside if this thing keeps on falling like this. I mean, this is kind of what I'm talking about. Every single day, we see very big spikes, and then we see very big dumps. Guys, TRIB only 10 cents away from getting halted. Big pullback so far. Again, sometimes it's as quick as that. Sometimes we see stocks open on up and we just get massive dumps right off the rip. XPON. We know, again, this one has opportunity for us if this one can spike back on up towards what area. XPON, not a play that I have any sort of shorts on. XPON will have, again, a lot of strong resistance around $5. But, guys, we're also going to have a lot of strong resistance right around $4. Right? If you guys take a look at $4 right here, take a look. Right? Top resistance. Let's see if we can break this. If we break and hold, $5 is your target. If we break and hold, $5 is your target over on XPON for, again, buying volume, for hype. Let me take a look at why I have this red line. What's this red line from? Let me look at the daily chart. Why do I put that red line? There has to be some sort of... Oh, yeah, right here. Guys, old spiking high, 440. Old spiking high, 430. Old spiking high, 430. Dip buy and bounce play, 425. XPON, 430, 425. Massive resistance from daily chart. So the old daily chart over on XPON... At those areas, what did we get up to? 427. So notice again, we got up to 427. Now again, we're starting to get this reversal right now because again, a lot of people are saying, man, that's a struggling area. And remember, that's how you find where a stock's going to turn. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care if you are a buyer or if you are a shorter. All you have to do to be successful in stock trading is become the best version of where our stock's going to reverse. If you can figure out where stocks are going to reverse, you will always have a perfect entry. You will always have a perfect exit. You will always know when to get out of a play if it's going against you. For instance, DEC XPON 430. Why is that? Look at the past chart history pattern. Do you guys realize that that's the exact price of this old spiking high? Do you guys realize that that's the exact price of that old spiking high, of this old spiking high, dip by at that area as well? So why is XPON now dumping almost 90 cents? It hit that old spiking high. Everyone says, okay, time to move on from it. And again, drop right back on down. So XPON hit that area, massive collapse, right back on down, a lot of weakness. Guys, look at XPON dump right now. Look at XPON fade and fall. TRIB, guys, hit on up towards around 230. Deck, why 230? Like, what's going on with 230? I bet you if we put anything right around this 220, 230 mark, right at the high right here, we are going to run into some old spiking high resistance. You guys want to make a bet? Here we go. 220, 230. Guys, look at this. Doink. Right there. Isn't it funny how it seems like everything lines up? Isn't it funny how we could say to ourselves, okay, why did we fall right around 220? Well, traders, it's because right there. That's why, again, we entered right at that 220 mark. So, guys, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm the best. Now, obviously, again, I lost on today so far. I lost 180 bucks. Nothing big whatsoever. But what I do like to say is, hey, where did I get filled? Where did I enter my play? Well, Deck, the best entry could have been right around that 220 mark, right? That's been the best entry so far, right around the 220 area. Where was my entry, right? Where was my entry at when I took a look over on this play? Let me pop this on out so you guys can see it. I entered at 219. Now, unfortunately, I got caught up as the stock spiked on up just to its high right there. But did I have a bad entry? 219, 219, 219, 219, 219. And again, I said, hey, you know what? If it breaks 230, I'm getting out. And it broke 230, and guess what? I got out. But the thing is, traders, I love that entry. And the reason why I love that entry is because it did exactly what we thought it would do. I was just a little too early. Top resistance, top resistance. I mean, look at this massive red candle right now, guys. This is getting ugly. And like, this is a bloodbath. Look at this, guys. It's just falling apart. Look how big this red candle is right now. So you could see how big and how large this crack is and how big this fade is. Right here, traders, SNOA. Watching to see what we can do on this one. So TRIB, unfortunately, has given a whole lot back. XPON also has given a whole lot back. Starting to get a massive drop and starting to get a massive fade. How's the S&P 500 doing? Traders, S&P 500 working its way a little bit back on up. Let's go over it again. Let's talk about that. I talked about it a little bit earlier in pre-market. And guys, this is probably the last time I'm going to show this image here. But what image am I showing you? What is the thumbnail that got you guys to click over on this? The stock market is crashing soon. Traders, all I'm doing is I'm following what I have to follow. Now, what do I have to follow? Is I got to follow stats. I got to follow facts. I got to follow what the math tells us. Let's just round up. Instead of 96 years, let's just round up. Over the last 100 years, September on average gives back 1.55%. And when does the fall start? The fall of the S&P 500 starts on August 17th. August 17th should be the last green day, according to the past. According to the past, August 17th is the last green day before we start fading, falling, fading, falling, fading, falling, fading, falling, fading, falling. So August 17th, guys, which falls on a Sunday this year, okay? We should have today or tomorrow to be our final green days before we have nice red, or again, the majority red, and then we head into the worst performing month of the year. So traders, we already know. If we want to pass, again, the S&P 500 test right here, or if we want to be able to pass our prop firm, right, that's what we guys want to be looking at. So right here, traders, you guys can see right now the S&P 500, massive fade, massive drop, massive weakness, massive, again, turning. I mean, you guys could see what's great coming on up, though, is the next 3 months, best quarter of the year. I cannot wait as we get into October, November, December, because guess what? It's cold weather. People are inside. Kids are back to school. It's also coming down to the end of the year. People want to perform well. People want to end off their year with a great gain. And then people want to start off their year with a great gain. So as we head on over to the final 3 months, you guys can see that's the best performing time of the year. That's the time you want to trade. You know, September, you want to be more standing back. You want to say to yourself, hey, September, we got to be careful. September, get ready for a dip buy. September, let's get ready for a put. Let's get ready for a short. All I'm trying to do, traders, is put myself in positions that I know I'm going to be able to come out on top, or at least have the odds in my favor. Remember, people say, oh, Dek, you're a full-time stock trader. Oh, you're just a gambler. Am I a gambler? Am I, again, showing up at the casino wearing a flowery little Hawaiian shirt with a little tiny envelope after going to my wife and saying, honey, do you mind if I, again, put $200 on blackjack? And I sit there and, again, I lose it after 30 minutes? Is that what I'm doing? Is that who you are? The answer is no. We are the house. We are, again, sitting on the opposite side. We are not rolling the dice. We collect the dice. We are not, again, getting the cards. We are handing out the cards. That's what you guys need to be able to understand. We have to place the odds in our favor for every single way to trade. I'm not going to be buying heavy over on the S&P 500 on the worst performing month over the last 100 years. I'm not going to most likely be buying a stock such as, let's go with, TRIB at the price of 220 when we can see that that's exactly where the stock has turned off in the past. I'm not going to be buying XPON at the price of 430 where that's exactly where the stock has turned in the past. If I see it exactly turn there in the past, that's a short. If I see that it's exactly turned there in the past, that's a short. If I see the S&P 500 has dumped in the past, that's a short. Do I make myself clear, everyone, on how we're putting the odds in our favor, on how, again, we're being able to make this money and how we're able to make this cash and how we're able to make these profits? So I do want to make sure that you guys are getting that and switching your mindset and saying to yourself, hey, guys, this is absolutely fantastic. This is absolutely amazing. All right? So it's all about becoming a better trader. It's all about learning and growing. And I hope, again, what I'm saying right here resonates with you guys and you guys can say to yourself, wow, that's absolutely incredible. All right? So make sure that you guys are all set right now. Also, let's just kind of run through this. XPON, spike, dump on down. I only have one trade so far. XPON, spike, dump on down. What did SNOA do? Guys, SNOA trying to build itself on up. Now, again, SNOA, I believe I have shorts. Yeah, SNOA, if that play can get up towards more like that 650-ish mark. Remember, I'm just trying to put the odds in my favor. SNOA, what do we have here? Dip buy, dip buy, dip buy, dip buy, dip buy, dip buy, dip buy. Guys, SNOA just got filled in my first little dip buy entry. So SNOA, my first shorting entry, excuse me. Now, Dek, why are you getting filled at this mark? Again, all I'm trying to do is place the odds in my favor the best I possibly can. What do I mean by that? If I see that SNOA right here, traders, and again, I want to make myself clear, SNOA, I just got filled on this play. Now, why am I getting filled? I can see clearly, and I know you guys can as well, bounce play, 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 resistance. Resistance, I'm looking for this to hit and to fall. It's the same thought process that I'm having over on XPON. When I take a look at XPON, here's top resistance. And again, guess what I'm looking at? I'm also seeing here's top resistance. I'm also realizing and looking at, let me make this a little bit smaller here. There's top resistance. There's top resistance. We have our top resistance areas. Same exact thing as you guys know on SNOA. I'm just looking at where's our top resistance. You guys could see all the old spiking highs. So if I'm looking over on my play right now, SNOA, there's again the area. I would like to see a red candle back underneath $6. That's my thought process. That's again me trying to put the odds in my favor. So SNOA, where am I in at? 653. That's where I'm in at. Okay? SNOA, in on this play, average cost 653 over on the stock. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's how you trade stocks right there. SNOA, that's how you trade stocks. Stock just got halted on the downside. I'm up $718. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up your seats, strap the fuck in, because this is how you trade stocks with the odds in your favor. This is how you make money. Do I have to be more clear? Do I have to, again, literally come over and, again, put my arms around you and put my neck against your head and be able to just rub you back and forth a little bit and say, oh, just click right here. Traders, I'm up $1,200 at this moment. By placing the odds in my favor, by not being the tourist, by being the house, by literally stating here for every single person, hey, XPON, old spiking high. We already have an example. Here's again 430, it dumps. Here's again 430, it dumps. Here over here is 430, it dumps. Here's 430, it dumps. All of these plays. TRIB, we already know. Guess what happens? We come up towards 220, it dumps. Guess what happens? It comes on up over here towards 220. It dumps. So now I'm just putting the odds in my favor. SNOA deck, what are we looking for? Well, you already know. Where does it dump? Well, every single time it has, again, bounce, 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 dump, dump, dump. Here, entered, 653. Take a look at SNOA, 653, $1,200 profit so far. So, let's get ready on this one. Hopefully we open on up with a little bit of a gap up, or a gap down, excuse me, not a gap up, and we could be able to keep making some nice cash, and we could be able to keep making some nice money. So great job. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you guys enjoying this trade? You guys enjoying these profits? You guys enjoying this money? All done live in front of you. Getting ready to go. This is not, this is not pre-recorded, guys. Tell me to do something right now so you guys know it's not pre-recorded. Make sure that you guys are all set, ready to get after it. Make sure you guys are all good right here. Let's go. I want to make sure every single person is ready to rock and roll. Every single person is good here. Say hey to Dave. Hey, Dave. Deck, show us a magic trick. You want to see a magic trick? Okay, what hand is the battery in? What hand is the battery going? You guys ready? Left or right? All right. So, guys, 244 in the market. We got about 2 minutes until we have this stock getting unhalted. We'll see how much lower we're going to go, and then we'll be able to make some profits here. So let's see what we have. We'll get ready to rock and roll here, traders. We got 2 minutes. We'll get ready to make this money. We're in on 1,000 shares. Hopefully we get a little bit of a gap down, and then we'll be all set, ready to go, okay? Let me cancel my other orders right here. I don't want to have any other orders open. SNOA, nice little fade and fall and crash right here. We're down towards, again, 582 right here. But if we open on down towards around 540, we should be able to make some great cash. So we got 2 minutes here, traders. Watching this one closely. Seeing what we can do at this moment. Baby. Oh. SNOA. Currently up 1,200, right? Currently up $1,238 on this short. Shorted this play right next to the high. Awesome trade as this is dumping. So awesome trade over on SNOA as this play is dumping. Awesome trade, guys, for everyone else that's on the short side with me. SNOA, again, it's all about just placing good entries. Place some good entries. Wait for a great setup. Place, again, these opportunities that you are going to be able to set yourself up for success. As you guys know, 2 of my entries didn't even get filled. 2 of my entries didn't even get filled in any sort of way. But the ones that do get filled, I feel good about. Does anyone here trade with low confidence? Is anyone here saying, Deck, when I get in, I start shaking, I get scared? That's either A, you have too much money on the line, or B, you just don't know what you're doing yet, which is fine. Again, that's fine. It just takes time to practice, right? So again, if you're not confident, you're not going to be good. That's all it is. If you are not confident, you are not going to be good. You have to have confidence, and confidence comes from education and experience. The more you study, the more you practice, the more you're with me. If you guys are with me on August 25th, I'm doing a summer boot camp, 5 days teaching you everything I know. Well, again, you guys will be all set, ready to rock and roll. Guys, let's see how much money I'm about to make. So right here, traders, let's see. 22 seconds, 20 seconds left. Let's see how much money I could possibly make on this trade. So again, right now I'm up $1,238. Let's see in 10 seconds how much money I can make. Hopefully we have a gap down underneath like 550. That's what I would like to see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 540. Taking my profits, guys. Taking my profits. I'm out. I'm going to take it, guys. $1,017 in profit. I'm out. $1,017 in profit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Woo! Woo! All right, congratulations for absolutely everyone so that you guys are all set here, ready to go. Man, absolutely beautiful, absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing every single way. I hope you guys made a ton of money over on that play as well. Again, got out of that play with $1,017 in gains, $1,017 in profit. Enjoy it. Guys, stop. It's no big deal. No, guys, just calm down. Yeah, just relax. Guys, it's no big deal. Everyone stop. Guys, it's okay. I appreciate you guys, though. No, it's too much. You guys are doing too much for me right now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. I know. I do deserve it. I'm pretty good. All right. Thank you. Claire, gradually turn off the sound effects, okay? Not all at once, just gradually. Slow and steady, okay? Whew. All right, team. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely great. Trade's done with. We are out of that play right here at this moment. All right here, traders. So let's get ourselves involved and get ourselves ready to go. Now, with that being stated here, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to talk about something that has been absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely great. And I will tell you guys this right now. I have been able to become a better stock trader. Now, people are going to be able to say, like, what do you mean? Traders, I speak to financial analysts to try to get into their minds, to try to hear what they say. I try to constantly learn. I try to become the best trader that I can be by, again, taking different strategies and be able to implement it on mine. Now, you know what the most amazing thing about today is, in the world that we live in, is that we do have computers. We do have this crazy thing of AI, artificial intelligence, to be able to help us become better traders. Now, a lot of people are saying, what do you mean by AI? How does it help you become a better trader? Guys, I have told every single person to be able to sign up. And I can say every single person that has signed up has said, Dek, I've really been enjoying this and really been loving this. So as you guys know, there is a trading journal out there that is AI based, which means it's going to help you become a better trader. It's going to show you what your wins are, what your losses are, how you can become better. If you have not signed up to this 100% free trading journal, you are completely missing out. Guys, if someone came on up to you and said, hey, do you want to become a better trader? And it's free, and you said no, well then, that's on you. But again, I will post this link for you guys right here and right now so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. I am the only person literally in the world that has this, which you guys are going to get a 14-day free pass. All you guys got to do is type in the word promo 14-day, and you guys will be all set, ready to go, and you will not be charged for, again, 14 days. So check it on out. Enjoy it. Let me show you guys exactly how to do this. All right. Creator access. Why do we have creator access? Because literally I was able to speak to the company and get you guys a free 14-day pass so that you guys can check it on out. Type in right here, 14DAY, 14 day, capital letter D, 14 as in the number, and then click access sign up. The moment you have 14-day access sign up, you are now going to be able to be the only people in the world with a 14-day pass. This is a trading journal that I have never seen before because it's better than anything else. It truly is. AI, artificial intelligence, tells you where to win, tells you how you're losing, if you're over trading, if you're holding too long, if whatever it could be. So make sure you guys go check it on out, because I know a lot of people, guess what? A lot of people at this moment, guess what you're doing? You're losing and you don't know why. How many people can raise their hand and say, Dek, I lose and I don't know why. I am losing and I just keep consistently losing. If you do not know why you're losing, you are going to continue to lose. If you do not know why you're winning, guess what? You're probably not going to keep winning very long. So the thing is, I want you to be able to learn your facts, learn what works for you, especially if you're a new trader. If you're a new trader, you need all the guidance you possibly can, and I want to give you absolutely everything. But it's great that you can connect your broker and be able to say, okay, hey, I can get all this information on where I can improve. So the thing is, traders, just did that live for you. Go ahead, sign on up. 14 days are free. If you're not loving it, then of course you can cancel. No charge whatsoever. But again, go check that on out if you guys haven't yet. I want to, again, give these guys their flowers. It has been amazing. It's been incredible. And I want you guys to go ahead and check it on out. So make sure you guys go do that right here. SNOA, high watch and high alert. So guys, go do that now if you guys have not yet. Absolutely game-changing stuff there. Dek SNOA round 2. Right now on the day, we're up about, what, $900? So right around there, $900. Want to see what we got here, traders, coming on up in the near future. EDK. Now, we also got to watch the S&P 500. S&P 500 moving itself on up here, team. Also, traders, I'm going to say time of 10:15, we're giving away a $50,000 prop firm challenge. Sound good? 10:15, we're giving away again. 10:15, we'll give away $50,000 prop challenge. You guys want that? So I think that's going to be awesome. And again, as I said, I'm picking the person here that is the most active today, the person that's the most beneficial, the person that's producing the best alerts, the people that are helping out the most. So if you guys want a $50,000 prop challenge account, no test needed, just get $50,000 and start trading, and whatever you win, you get to split with a one-stop prop. Beautiful. Beautiful. So again, hey, let's get ready to go here. I cannot wait. All right. Guys, I'm waiting for the SPY, as we know, to get up towards 258. Or, excuse me, we're getting up to the SPY up towards around that 250-ish mark. So, XPON, SNOA. Come on now. Guys, do you guys see anything that could be our moneymaker? What about TRIB? Maybe TRIB trying to get a little bit of action? I'm looking around right now, seeing to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. Let's see if we get any sort of spiking, ripping, and running. XPON traders trying to move itself back on up. XPON trying to move itself back on up. Definitely could be able to get some action. Let me read over in chat right here. Ben saying, "Dek, I'm your slave. Pick me." Whoa. Okay, Ben. Let's yeah, you got it, Ben. Don't worry. Hey, I love the support. Sometimes I get, some crazy messages, guys. Sometimes I do, and I appreciate all the support. I got a message last night, and this is a true story. I got a message last night. Don't know who this person was. I have no idea who this person was, and I'll tell you right now, I didn't answer that person either. But they say, "Dek, I have been loving." It goes, "I love watching you on the live stream." That was kind of the one weird thing that kind of got me going a little bit right off the rip. I love watching you. Not again. I love learning from your trades. And then again, it said, "I want you to use me and abuse me." And signed, and then just didn't leave a name. I didn't answer that email. And if you sent me that email, I will say I did block that email, so you will not be able to send me any more emails. And I will also say, I got a little, got a little jacked up from it. I got a little excited. All right, but thank you. So hey, all I want to do is help you on out. I don't even know what you're talking about at this point, but I will say the weird emails are a little bit crazy. And again, I don't know who's sending. I don't know who that was. Could have been a guy. Could have been a girl. Could have been someone from a different country. But I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I appreciate what you're saying here. So, hey, who knows? Who knows, guys? Right now here, team, I am again watching all of these plays. I want to see what is going to get that spike and run and rip. Traders, S&P 500, we're trying to get a little action. I want to make sure whenever I'm up in the green like this, I always want to make sure I continuously stay in the green. So we're up almost $900, say a little bit shy of $900. Let's make sure no matter what, we're walking away with like $600 today, no matter what. So let's again see what's going to be moving itself on up. Let's see if anything is spiking, ripping, and running. SNOA, guys. Look at the SNOA Dumparuski. Anyone else shorting SNOA right now? That's the play that we took advantage of, guys. Again, we want to talk about using and abusing. We got SNOA underneath our belt, baby. Super Tom, MicroStrategy. I know MSTR is starting to get a nice dump right here. Some people saying. I mean, MSTR, this is kind of like natural price movement. You know, MSTR, you're going to have a beautiful bounce play, probably back down towards around the 350s. Look at this, guys. Dip buy, dip buy, dip buy. I mean, that 348, 350 mark should be a pretty solid area over on MicroStrategy. So MSTR, you know, you got the 200-day moving average coming on up. That should be a very nice area in the future over on MSTR. MSTR here. So let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to have some fun here. Every single person. Hey, traders, let's go ahead and give away this $50,000 prop trading account. What do you guys think? Should we do it? And we also, again, have to give massive kudos over to One Stop Prop, who is, again, supplying this $50,000 trading account. As you guys know, as I've been stating, if you guys are interested, right, over in a prop firm, you guys can come on over towards One Stop Prop and get 40% off. How do, again, prop firms work? Well, you guys know how they work. Hey, Dek, I'm a great stock trader. I just don't have the funds to trade. If you do not have the funds to trade, but you want to trade stocks, Dek, I want $100,000. Dek, I want $50,000. Well, again, what do you guys have to do? You guys have to pass the test. Once you pass the test, you are going to get funded $50,000, and now you have a split share. Hey, Dek, I make $1,000 after I pass the test. You keep $700 of it. You give $300 to One Stop Prop. Why do they get some money? Well, because they're supplying you with the money. So again, it's a partnership, right? You pass the test. Guess what you have to do? You, again, split the money. You get $50,000. You make some money. You have to give some to them. You keep the other money. But it's a great way. It's a great way. If you guys don't have a large account or you guys want to trade bigger shares, bigger funds, make more money, saying to yourself, hey, you know, if I want to get $50,000, it costs $296. Let me pass the test and I'm all set. Also, as you guys know, type in the code DEK40. Type in DEK40. You guys are going to be getting 40% off. Right? And you guys will be all set, ready to go. Now, remember, I've talked about this a bajillion times. What's the cheat code? The cheat code is the purchase 2 test. Purchase one $50,000 account, purchase another $50,000 account. Use the code DEK40 both times. You're going to get 40% off. Guess what? It's $197. Take one account, buy the S&P 500. Take the other account, short the S&P 500. One of the accounts is going to win. One of the accounts is going to lose, but you're going to pass your test. You will then be funded $50,000. So again, the best way to do that is not just by doing it like right now, but by doing it before a big event, such as Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell, he's going to speak, then do it. It is, again, more like a 95% chance that you will pass your test. Is there a chance that maybe it goes on up, then it crashes on down, then it doesn't spike on up, then it moves sideways? Sure, there's always that chance. But a lot of times if you do it with like a Tesla earnings or Jerome Powell speaking or CPI data, you have, again, buy and shorts. One goes up, one goes down. You're probably going to be winning on one of the accounts. You lose on the other one and you'll be all set, ready to go. But that's the cheat code to always pass your test. And that's what a lot of people do. They just purchase 2 accounts and then they say to themselves, hey, you know what? I know one of them is going to win. It's the cheat code. You're not supposed to do that, but you can do that. That's no problem if you guys, again, are interested. So, but let's give away this. Instead of you even paying any sort of money whatsoever, let's go ahead and let's do one way so that we can go ahead and give this away here. So guys, let's do this together. Let's have some fun. You guys want to have some fun? You guys want to do a giveaway right now? You guys want to get after it right now and see who's going to be walking away with a $50,000 prop firm account? I think it's going to be really good. Get excited. So who's going to win it, traders? First thing first, let's make it nice and simple. So we are going to do this. I will tell you right now, if you want to win a a One Stop Prop $50,000 account, let me see you right now in chat with a good old Dekmar trades. Woo! So first things first. You doing that ow right there. I will tell you right now. You placing that big old Dekmar trades ow is your entry. So if you did not place that Dekmar trades ow, do it right now. That's your entry. So, right now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to spin. We are going to spin the magical wheel. And we are going to say who is going to win the $50,000 account. Is it going to be someone on Tradecaster? Or is it going to be someone on YouTube? Guys, I'm going to click this 7 times. And we are going to see which way it lands. You guys ready for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. YouTuber Tradecaster. YouTuber Tradecaster. YouTuber Tradecaster. Tradecaster. Ladies and gentlemen, someone over on Tradecaster is about to win a $50,000 prop firm account. Now, what are we going to do right here? I want to say to myself, I'm going to do this real quick. Give me 1 second. I got a great idea. I want to make it random. One second. All right. How are we doing this deck? So we are picking someone from Tradecaster to win a $50,000 account. Now what I'm going to do right here is I already know you guys have all of your entries already set. You guys already have all your entries set right here. You guys have already, again, put it on in there. What I am going to do at this time to give away a $50,000 account is I have either number and every single letter of the alphabet. Whatever letter this lands on, or if it's a number, whoever is the first one that I see in chat who put the ow, or again, is going to be the winner of this. Does that make sense? So basically, let's say it lands on N. It lands on N. I'm looking up through chat. The first person with the username that starts with N is going to be our winner. If I don't see anyone, I will spin it again. Sound like a plan? Let's do it. Spinning it 3 times, guys. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, go! All right, let's see what we got. Who's going to win right here? First person that starts with an N. Okay. First person that starts with an N. Do we have anyone that starts with an N? We got him. NJ Trading. NJ Trading says, Deck, you've helped me make $12,000 in the past 2 months. Woo! NJ Trading, starting with an N. That's pretty. Guys, should we do one more? Should we give away one more? Should we just say, hey, Deck, screw it. Let's just give away one more $50,000 account. And this will be for YouTube and for Tradecaster. So let me set up one more. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. How about that? Let's do one more. One Stop Prop told us we can only do one. But screw it, we're doing another. They said we can only, but screw it, we're doing another. NJ Trading, you are the winner of one. Now, let's go again. Let's go again right here. All right, YouTuber Tradecaster. Someone, give me a number. How many times should I spin it? Let's go with 15. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Guys, pause it, everyone. My biggest fear is if it goes Tradecaster again, and then it says N again. If this says N again, people are going to say, this is rigged. This is fake. Okay, so, hey, I'm literally doing it in front of you. My biggest fear would be if this lands on N again. Okay, I'm really hoping this doesn't land on N. Tradecaster members, you guys have a chance here. Let's see who's going to be coming out on top as another winner. But I am hoping that this does not come out as an N. All right? NJ Trading, you got one. We can have another N. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. 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 B. B. Who is the first B I see here? Brownlow. Brownlow. You got it. You put B. Brownlow, you are there with a $50,000 account guessing the B, and you nailed the B there, buddy. So we got NJ Trading. We got Brownlow. Let's just spin the wheel one more time for some fun. Sometimes I just enjoy spinning the wheel. Let's see where it lands just for some fun here. W. All right, guys. I can only give away 2. I can only give away 2 $50,000 accounts. But we do have NJ Trading. We do have Brownlow going and winning the $50,000 trading accounts. So you're all set, guys. I try to do it fair. I try to do it random. I don't try to pick favorites. I try to make sure anyone can win if that's on YouTube or if that's on Tradecaster. So I, again, try my best. I try to do my best to make sure it is as possible, random as possible here. Always love doing some giveaways. Always love having some fun with the squad. I feel like I got to give away something to traders over on YouTube. Hey, YouTube guys. YouTube everyone. You guys are tuning in today. Do you guys want to win something? How about, what can I give to you guys for the YouTube squad? Let's go with, what about $500 in cash for the YouTube squad? $500 in cash to the YouTube squad? How's that sound? Okay, no. Never mind. I'm not doing that. Let's do... let's just go 1 free month of Tradecaster. 1 free month of Tradecaster. Let's go do that. All right. Actually, no. Let's go 3 months. 3 free months of Tradecaster. Okay? 3 free months of Tradecaster. 2 again, one of you guys. And we will be all set. So let me pop this on out. And let's go. Okay? YouTube chat. Up. Active. Moving. Let's see what we can do. Giving away 3 free months. Now, guys, let's make this fun and fair for everyone. Fun and fair for everyone. I am going to ask a trivia question. Okay? I am going to ask a trivia question. The first person to write it in the YouTube chat gets 3 free months of Tradecaster access. So everyone right now, get your series open. Turn up the volume right now. Hey, Alexa. Get them going. And whoever gets this question first is the winner. Oh boy, it's exciting. This is going to be exciting here. Adam, I got ChatGPT engaged. Now, just so there is no delay for anyone, I am going to take this off right here, traders. All right? I am going to move the chat and I'm going to type out the question. Now, this is going to be, I will let everyone know right now, the answer is going to be very long. So it's going to be the first person that can type quickly, maybe the first person that can copy and paste if you guys are cheaters. And I know some people are going to cheat. But this will be a very long answer, and it has to be correct. Okay? Who here is ready for it? I'm writing it out right now. All right, I have the question. It is typed out. I am going to say it, and I'm going to enter it at the count of 3. The first person that gets it right is the winner. I'm actually a little excited to see who is going to get this so quickly. Now, I will let you guys know. You guys probably know 80% of it. Okay, I'm giving you guys some hints right now. You guys will probably know 80% of it. You might have to look up a little bit, and you guys also are going to have to type very fast. 3 months of Tradecaster access is on the line. 3 months of access for anyone over on YouTube. Are you guys ready for this? The question is, get ready to type, is name all 7 Snow White dwarfs. Name all 7 Snow White dwarfs. First one to type all 7 out is the winner. Oh boy, everyone's typing. Everyone's going crazy. No answer yet. People are typing fast. Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, Dopey. Is that right? I think 7 Deadly Sins Diane might be the winner here. Let me again double check. I think that is the winner. I think that is. That is the winner. I told you. I told you it was going to be a little bit of a long answer. So, Diane, guys, can we again clap it up? Diane, send me an email. You just won yourself 3 months of Tradecaster access. 3 months of Tradecaster access going to Diane there. All right. Just wanted to have some fun with you guys right there. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely amazing. We are again having such a great day. We're currently up over again on $1,000 on that one trade. Absolutely gorgeous. Gave away 2 $50,000 prop firm accounts and given away 3 free months over on Tradecaster. And then on top of that, we also gave away a 14-day free pass to a trading journal that isn't even out yet. So if you guys have not enjoyed absolutely everything that we're giving away here, absolutely everything that you guys are all set ready to go, I mean, we've given away a ton. NJ Trading, send me an email at dekmartrades@gmail.com. So I want to, again, make sure that you guys are all set, ready to get after it. XPON, guys. Starting to get a little bit of a spike, guys. XPON with a little bit of a spike. Nice. Guys, you guys ready to get dialed back in? Maybe look for another trade? XPON here, traders, going from, again, 360 up towards around 540. XPON. Big question is, guys, how much higher can this one go? Let's tune back on in right here. I hope you guys are having a blast today. I hope you guys are having some fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this day. And for anyone who does not know, August 25th, we are having a summer boot camp A to Z. Next week, I am announcing the new prices on Tradecaster. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are slashing our Tradecaster prices. Why are we doing that? I don't want to charge as much as we are anymore. I want you guys to not worry about fees. I want you guys not worry about monthly subscriptions. I want you guys to say, hey, Dek, that's more than fair. That's more than reasonable. I can, again, easily do that. No worries whatsoever. I want to be part. I want to be trading with you. I want to be with the #1 trading community in the world. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. Adam, Dek, do you think XPON's going to go up to 875 again? It's a little bit of a run from there, but does it have potential? You better believe it. You better believe it has potential. XPON starting to steal the hype, starting to steal the buying volume, starting to steal the action here. I'm just kind of looking around real quick, making sure we aren't putting ourselves in anything bad, looking to see what we have. What do you guys think of this? Cadillac. Cadillac unreveals its elevated velocity electric crossover concept car. That looks interesting. It's like the whole entire doors come out. I mean, it's just a concept. Cool looking. I mean, Elon Musk was the first one. Teslas were the first one to kind of get like that crazy little spaceship, little, you know, wings coming out of it. Right now, XPON is the #1 play. I know, XPON here, traders. We are watching and waiting to see what we have. I want to see if XPON, how much higher can this go? Let's look at past chart history pattern. Past chart history pattern has next old spiking high at this area. I mean, that's kind of where it is right now. Little heads on up here, traders. I'm going to turn off the music. Little heads up for every single person. XPON, everyone take a look at the chart. XPON, top resistance, 540, 550. What's that? Top resistance, 540, 550. Top resistance, 540, 550. That's going to be a very tough area to get above and stay above. Just a heads on up. You do have old spiking high, 550. You do have old spiking high, 550. Old spiking high, 550. That's not going to be easy to break above. If you do get above that, I would say 580 would be the next target. Deck, where would you look to short? If we get to 580, I'll give it a couple chances. Do I have XPON shorts? Let me just see real quick. No, I do not. Are there any shares available to short? I don't want it to be super expensive. If it's like super expensive, I'm not going to do it. But I would say, again, 580, that's where I feel comfortable. How much is this going to cost me? It's going to cost me $99. I will locate these shares. I will locate these shares for $99 if we get above like 560. Because then I have a much better chance of at least getting filled. So I'm gonna wait on this. I don't want to press this just yet. Let's just see if we can get up towards 580 or so, and then I can look to do it. You know what I mean? So I don't want to press this just yet and throw away, almost $100 and then not even get filled. So I'm gonna wait on this a little bit, okay? I'm not gonna do that now. I don't want to have that fee just yet. You can see how it just hit 550, starting to get a little reverse back on down though. Ooh, guys, look at that 550, nice little reversal. 550, nice little drop. Tech, would you call that a bull flag over on XPON? It definitely has potential. Definitely, bull flag potential. Absolutely. So right now here, team, still watching this one at this moment. Deck, any promo over on Fox Runner? They said they're going to have a promo starting next week. Just a little heads on up. So again, if you guys are interested in Fox Runner, they said they are going to have a promo code for like 30% off starting next week, because next week is their 1-year anniversary. So just a little heads on up. Regardless, if you guys want to get Fox Runner right now, you guys always get a free 30-day pass. So just a little heads on up. They emailed me and they said, hey, Sean, just tell your community if they have not signed up for whatever reason yet, that next week we are going to be having a 30% off promo. Because it's our 1-year anniversary. So just want to relay that to you guys. If you guys are looking to get a membership over on Fox Runner or an upgrade or whatever, next week they do have a 1-year anniversary promo. But you guys can always sign up now and get a free 30-day pass. Little heads up. Guys, right here, I kind of want to see what's coming on up. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? Please let me know. More than happy to help you guys on out. Obviously, it's an absolute blast being here with you guys every single day. Every single day, guys. I'm truly blessed to be able to, again, do this and be able to live stream for you guys and have fun and be able to trade. How do we get a free pass? You just sign up. So again, when you sign up over to Fox Runner, you automatically get 30 days. You don't get charged. You get charged after the 30 days. Little heads up. RSLS trying to go up towards around $5. So RSLS trying to get up towards around the $5 area. Right now, traders, 10.23 in the market. I'm looking around to see if we have anything. Let's go through the top gainers together. XPON is by far the best play as of now. 550 is very strong resistance. TRIB traders is trying to get back up towards around that 230, 240 mark. Little heads up. SNOA, anything? No. IVP, no. AERT, no. RSLS. RSLS is grinding. I would say, again, top stocks to watch. Top stocks to watch. RSLS, top stocks to watch. XPON. And then also top stocks to watch, I would say, is we have RSLS, XPON, and then what was the last one? TRIB. TRIB is working its way back on up. So TRIB is still working itself back on up here, traders. Had a lot of fun, though, today so far. I just want to see if there's anything else I would want. It seems like XPON, nice little short if you guys got it. But I'm always happy taking these profits and taking this green. Guys, I think I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm good. I'm going to take again my $875 and say, hey, you know what? That's a day right there. I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to give any back. I want to make sure I'm walking away a winner. So ladies and gentlemen, traders of all types, everyone across the world, across the nation, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's make sure that we are all set, ready to go. I absolutely love working with every single one of you guys. I hope you guys are absolutely fired on up, jacked on up every day, making sure you guys are all good here, ready to rock. Hey, traders. Thank you so much for everyone who has joined us. I hope you guys crushed SNOA with me, or again, TRIB, or maybe again a little bit of XPON. I'll be here throughout the day as I always am. Nice again, 2.5 hours of live streaming today from 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and all the way up to 10:30. That's what I want to do every day. We know we have August 25th, the summer boot camp coming on up. You guys know again, next week I'll be announcing the drop in TradeCaster prices. We know on top of that, you guys do have the free 14-day pass on the Trading Journal. You guys know you have a free 30-day pass over on Fox Runner. You guys know you have the 40% discount over on One Stop Prop. So many things to take advantage of. Do not miss out. We also know, again, the S&P 500, we are waiting about 1 to 2 more days for a new record high, and then the drop should be coming on out. So we are all good. Ron, Deck, any ideas when the Fox Runner app is coming on out? They, again, sent me a date and said like October 12th. So they are coming on out with a Fox Runner mobile app, but they said it's going to be the beginning of October. Now, that's going to be game-changing, I think, as well. Like, basically, you get a notification whenever a hot keyword comes out. So instead of looking at the screen, you could be driving in your car. You could be anywhere, and all of a sudden, you get notifications when hot news comes on out. That's going to be really cool. But they said that does not come out until about October. So heads on up for that, Ron, for the mobile app over on Fox Runner. All right. TRIB. JW, Deck, I trade all the time when I'm driving. Hey, if that's what you do, Guys, TRIB just got halted on the upside. Let's take a look at past chart history real quick. Deck, how high can TRIB get up towards? TRIB, let's say this thing explodes. The main target would be all the way back up to 350. So if this thing explodes, main target is all the way back up to 350. Top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. 350 is your target. 350 is where you guys want to be looking. Okay? So top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, all at 350 over on TRIB. Keep your eyes peeled on it. See if this stock gets any sort of momentum. See if this play, again, is going to be getting any sort of ripping and running, spiking and climbing. And obviously, TRIB is where we want to get towards. TRIB is going to get unhalted in around 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Traders, I'm going to switch out the live streams from YouTube just over to chat. I just want to say thank you for everyone who has joined us on this day. 350 is the next target over on TRIB. I'm done with my trading, taking again a little shy of $900 and enjoying my day. Hey, I love this team. I love this community. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the squad. Help me wrap this thing on up in 3, 2, 1. Ah! I love you guys. Thank you so much. Did you make money today? Did you make a profit today? Did you come out on top today? I'm the Batman.
I got this question the other day. Why are you successful?
So I ball so hard, motherfucker.
$1,000 profit today.
The first niggas gotta find me.
$700.
50 grand to a motherfucker like me. Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, this shit crazy.
$1,000.
Y'all know that don't shit phase. And as we go,
Lock it on up.
too when I look at you like this shit gravy. Ball so so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even pro be here.
1400.
It's only right that we be fair.
Who's ready for $1 million year?
You should be asking how to be successful.
Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6.